Zet kort flesje
Okay, sorry.
Oh my God.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be.
Get in there.
I don't have to sit here and.
Blooper. I'm a professional. No.
You're sick, dude! I mean it! Forgot my line!
Oh, it's gonna be some late. Oh, it's gonna be some ladies still talking about me. Gotta do that again.
Clayton. Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Give me the device. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Shut up. Give me, you shut up too.
Yes, where they kept piling the rocks on top of him to get him to confess, and he's going, more weight! God, I type it nice, you pack ahead of that.
I've done it before. Just give me the... Fuck! Oh, I hate space! So much!
Negative, Commander. But I am detecting a spatial anomaly.
I feel your pain, man.
I can't do it anymore.
Can't think, can't drink any more whiskey.
Ah, Christ.
Could have drunk a river dry.
It's okay. Oh, God.
What?
No, have a Dysonium-powered quantum drive system capable of speeds exceeding 10
All right,
meters
I'm
per
logged
hour.
in.
Don't pretend you got that right.
Am I the only one here, or is it just a sack of shit?
You're the only one here.
Bananas.
I didn't mean in Discord, I meant in Fantasy Grounds.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm just here in spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Anything I need to know?
But we'll act.
Okay, you gonna act? Okay, they're gonna act now, guys.
Hey, Chad. Can you do one where you're not pantomiming fellatio? Thanks so much. I just want to go on record that that was a business request that falls under the purview of my job. Okay, let's move on.
Oh, for fuck. Signed a
I
job.
also think that...
What am I doing tomorrow? Something awful, no doubt.
That was the acting police.
Paula, get the door open. On it.
Get the other door, Tala.
Get the other door.
Oh. Not too awful, actually. I can do that. That's fine. Perfect. Don't have that looming over my shoulder for tomorrow. Do.
In and out. In and out.
Like the Screaming Black Dolphins?
Caleb, if you're not doing anything. Oh, no, you're doing something. You're the
I'm
DM.
definitely doing things. Yep.
Stop you there, Cote. I'll stop you there.
Yeah. I'm very easily distracted too, so you would definitely be a hindrance to me in my doings.
Caleb, what grade of steel are bridges built out of? Well, you see, there are two schools of thought on the matter.
I spent an hour today trying to figure out what different. Oh God, what the fuck are they? The different harmonic frequencies and what the numbering on them means. So if you're getting harmonics on band 7, what that can mean is going on in your electronics.
I don't do electrical engineering. It's too hard.
What kind of metal?
No hope for me.
What is your trade? Like, what are you ticketed in, Cote?
Tool and die.
What's that?
Tool and die.
Tool and die.
Yeah.
Huh. Is that
Oh.
similar to like a machinist?
Yeah, it's machining is part of it.
Okay.
I have like hundreds of hours on a manual Bridgeport.
So would you be? Are you like a journeyman then, or?
Yeah, I'm licensed.
You're licensed as okay, great.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm a member of the trades program, or like I'm registered as you can look me up on the internet.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a list so you know whether your dude is actually certified, so that his card isn't fraudulent. There's a database. Huh?
You can look me up for certifications, but for different reasons.
Oh yeah, like I'm on all the porn websites, but I didn't mention that. I figured it was a given.
I'm in MSHA. Like MSHA also has the same database.
MSHA?
Mining Safety and Health Association.
Oh, I see. Anyway, Caleb, I thought of what you should quit your job to do.
What's that?
I saw a band like 2 years ago, and it was just a dude that was a really good engineer, and he just made robots to play heavy metal. The band's called Compressor Head. It was a great fucking show. You should just do that. It's like the Chuck E. Cheese playing heavy metal.
Wow.
It's fucking the technology built into it, especially for one dude. It's retarded. It's retarded to watch. It's just unfucking believable. And they combines two things you like, so there you go. Be poor with the rest of us and do something that you enjoy. Even though none of us, well, I want to speak for Sean, but or Honky. I'm not particularly enjoying this, but I don't even know what Ben's job is. Ben's like a restaurant manager, isn't he?
He says he works in produce, which I keep thinking that just means he works at a grocery store, but I don't think that that's correct.
He's too cool to work at a grocery store. Except as like I don't know, dude that like he could be the fishmonger. He's got that effortless charisma.
I'm pretty sure he's a produce guy.
Does he work at like a fancy grocery store? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Is it one of the ones where they like sell you like a what am I looking for here?
Like a Whole Foods?
California. Yeah, like a Whole Foods.
Seasonal cucumbers.
Yeah. Tell you what, he can sell me fucking tomatoes any day of the week. Freddie Mercury looking motherfucker.
He also looks a little bit like Ron Livingston, you find?
I don't Oh, Ron.
Office Space.
Oh.
The main dude.
Yeah, I know. And yes, he does. A little bit. Are you streaming it, Sean? Are you ready to go? Are you ready, willing, and able to assist in the event of an emergency? Okie doke. So, we pick up right where we left off, where, if I remember, Marigold came into your room in everyday plain, normal clothes and warned you that you have to get the fuck out of Dodge. And then left you, told you about a riverboat and told you to meet him there before noon, and it is now the early morning. Yes, let me put up the map. Y'all get the map?
Yeah.
Alright, Sean. It is your move to make. The boat is, if you follow the river that goes through the center of town, or sorry, yeah, the river that goes through the center of town, there's a highway leading up from the map to the north. It is along that river where he told you the, no, just off map to the north. Yes, that river. All right, so you walk down the hall to the left, and
Right. So Fisker's still in the interrogation room, isn't he? As far as I know.
no, we really were all fucked last session, weren't we?
I don't think I did anything after the interrogation room. You left Fisker in there with the door ajar, and then they marched.
To the,
You and Sean went to the barracks, asked if you could get in. Then you walked around town. You went to.
Oh, that's right. That second part happened after. No, you're right.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought we were taken into another room after. All right, and where did we stop? Like in front of the barracks or something, or like somewhere on the streets, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. Fine.
And then you ended up getting a room with the shielded maiden.
Yes. Yes. That's where we left it, and that's where the fucking Ben and Honky show took off. All right, now we're square. So we don't have far to go at all.
That's Fisker. Wait, what? For what? Diggleditch is Fisker. That's Fisker's last name. Which character?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the guy who helps you help Edmund, but he's in Fisker's hometown. So Marigold came and told you to get your fucking friends to get the fuck out of town. And then a rat carrying a letter written in poop came to your room and told you that Honky and or Davos and Scrog are to the south of town. Remember that part? Yeah, it did. It was like the last thing that happened was you read the letter written in poop. And wait, before we do the anybody else unclear about anything else? Sounds good. All right, so Fisker, you here?
Yeah. So I just don't know whether I should pretend to have known about this. Let's just pretend that Fisker knew about this before we went to sleep, because there's no way that we wouldn't have talked about it. It's like, all right.
You woke Sean up in early morning, so you got a night's rest. The only person who hasn't gotten a night's rest in days is Scrog.
Right. All right, so Fisker wakes up perky and goes, well, guess we have to find these irresponsible nincompoops. Hopefully they haven't gotten themselves killed by the time we get there. Guess we better go back to the docks, dude. That's basically south. Maybe they'll just retrace their steps.
Fisker's been taking care of it by feeding it goat's milk.
Yeah, let's say I've got it in a sling.
Changing diapers and stuff.
Yeah, it's pooping on the reg. Getting sick of it.
You never knew about the tattoo. Fisker is the only one who knows about it. And Gwendolyn. Yeah. Did you? Did you, though? If you did, then we can...
No, he thought it was unremarkable because he didn't recognize it, so he didn't say anything.
Yeah, he did. He rolled high on his Arcana check and realized it was a spellbound tattoo.
Well, then he said something.
Oh my
Use
God.
your common sense, man.
Well, you were keeping it. You were keeping it.
All right.
You were
So
keeping it secret because you didn't. Yeah.
didn't I tell Finnick and not the other two? That sounds about right.
Maybe we could say you did if you.
Let's say that Finnick has acquired that knowledge. We've been traveling together for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, tell him that he knows. Well, he already thought that he knew, or he did know correctly, so he's been behaving as if he has known, so nothing will change.
It's all good, yes.
Yeah, so Finnick examines the baby again to see the tattoo.
Are you pantsless now, Sean? Is it liberating? Okay. All right. So you examine the tattoo, Sean. It's got like an iridescent look, and it's like, who would put a tribal colorful tramp stamp on a baby? But there it is. I'm going to describe it as like a tribal tramp stamp tattoo, and it's kind of shimmery as though it was iridescent, which is the color of iridium. Mm-mm.
Yep, they're definitely either captured or dead. We don't have a choice. We gotta check it out. We gotta check it out. We're lawful good. We gotta go to their aid, even though they're scumbags, or one of them's a partial scumbag.
Yep. It's like 4 in the morning ish. You get outside and it's quiet up here in this part of town. This early in the day. What spell would you like to cast? Okay. And what form is your steed going to take? Okay. Would you like to describe the spell, or shall I? Go for it. That's the noise your goat makes. Because that's what goats sound like.
That is not the sound of a goat.
Alright. So, yeah. There's a goat there.
I have a proposed image of the goat. Has been
Please
shared.
share.
It's been shared. Those are big goats. Anyway, all right. So we got a goat with big ass ram horns.
That is a buff fucking goat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Cool.
Holy fuck, yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so we
All
got
right,
that
Sean,
and Chrome Wolf. That goat screaming video I cannot watch because I will break the headset by laughing too hard. I know what it is. All right,
Yeah.
off we go.
That is the sound of Sean's goat.
Party of adventurers on a goat and a chrome wolf just strolling through the streets. Let's keep an eye open for reagent shops for your potion components because I'm in no rush to find corpses. Yeah, cool.
All right, so you pass through the market. There are some people setting up for the day right now, but it doesn't look like anything's open this early.
Maybe we can check the hours on the front of the alchemist shop and wait around if it's going to open soon.
Yeah, you imagine it opens in like 2 hours? If you had to guess.
Gee, maybe we should just... Okay, I was going to say we could just make a fucking pot in the ground, get some stones, and play fucking Crazy Bones or something. I don't know. Alright. Alright, off we go. Noted. Hey, we should come back and buy some diamonds later so you can grind them up and ship them out or whatever you have to do to cast that spell.
All right. So where are you heading then? All right. So you pass by the Alchemist and you continue south, and there's some residential buildings and a city wall. And at this point, you can see off towards where the moneylender tag is on the map. There is a very large commotion and guards there.
Ooh. Let's be busybodies. Oh, let's rubberneck.
All right. So as you approach, there's guards keeping people away, and there is people out looking, right? People in night clothes and stuff, and they're focused on one house, and they're talking with the owners who look rather wealthy.
All right, so Fisker is gonna have Plumbart do a handstand and walk on his front two legs, and Fisker's gonna climb up and stand on top of his asshole, so he can get a better view. So now we have a wolf doing a handstand with a gnome riding on his butt.
Well, you get
Just
people
wanted-
who are definitely rubbernecking towards you now.
Good. That's the whole point. Fisker's weakness is his ego, his vanity. All right, so up we walk. Fisker's gun is not drawn. He's just chilling. What's going on? What's going on, guys? I'll ask some
Alright.
passersby. What is the commotion? What is the commotion, good townsfolk?
Well, it appears that in the night, some ruffians escaped from the barracks and have trounced through Sir Archibald's house and general disturbing of the peace. They've gone over the wall, so we're told.
I also
Word
set
is.
Bald's house on fire.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Do
Word
either
is
of
they
us?
tried to murder everyone inside and rape his wife.
Fisker immediately thinks of Strog and Davos. Does Fisker believe that Scrog or Davos would do such a thing? Or
Yeah,
actually, I'll
you-
just Fisker. Sorry,
yeah.
Fisker's just gonna ask him. Oh, was it a? Didn't happen to be an orc and a drow, did it? See, Fisker looks worried, furrows his brow.
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh, jeez.
Said they were
Yeah.
foreigners.
Fisker's gonna look over at Finnick. He's like, "Sir, I fear the worst."
Not right here. It's pretty tight in this area. There are presumably ways to get into the town, but not right in this area.
Possibly. Oh, I suppose we don't have time for this now, but I really hope that it wasn't Scrog and Davos that ransacked that house. This might be the final straw. I think the best way to redeem an orc like that is to just turn him in at the county jail and redeem him for the bounty. Ha 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 ha. On we go. Yeah, just make a note of this encounter and carry on.
All right, so you make your way around to the main road and begin walking towards it. Immediately, you can see that there's guards forming up, and they're going out of the gate. You can see from some ways away. Yeah, there's two guards there. A dwarf and another dwarf. Two dwarves. Dwarves. I don't know. Like
Hill. Hill. Torpenhow. Hill.
I don't. That's like.
That is, hill dwarves are like the regular dwarves, right? That's 95% of dwarves, isn't that right? So just, you could just say hill if you wanted to. Or I might be thinking of
they're hill
gnomes.
dwarfs.
I might be thinking about how 95% of gnomes are rock gnomes, but
No, they look like guards. Okay. It's your life. Be careful though. Don't involve down in the dancing lights. Don't get involved. We're currently doing an investigation in the dancing lights. You probably don't want to be down there.
investigation.
Hmm.
Oh, jeez. All right, he'll take the hint and feign ignorance.
All right. So you pass through what is titled the flea market. It's pretty dead, but there are guards going through tents, like going through stalls and looking at stuff. Not going through tents. As you approach the refugee camp titled area, you can see here they're purposely pulling people out of their tents and roughing them up and clearly looking for someone or something.
Oh,
And they're
boy.
treating the patrons pretty poorly.
All right, Fisker's going to take his rifle out, and he's going to hold it, but not like he's threatening, not like he's brandishing it, just like he's holding it. He's going to walk up to the least busy of all the guards, and he's going to say, "Sir, you're hunting a band of criminals. Is there a bounty?"
Oh, why? What do you know?
"I know that I like money, and I have a very big gun."
Right. Yeah, if you can find them, I'm sure there's no official bounty, but I'm sure we can make it worth your while.
"Consider it done. Description, last whereabouts, ...
The dark elf and a orc. They were seen going over the wall last night, and then we lost them in the revelry of the maniac cultists that have been gathering out here.
Fisker struggles for a moment with his poker face.
A large fire that, and you can see kind of farther down to the east where the dancing lights are. They're like, it's like a cops are breaking up like a concert that's not supposed to be happening. There's a whole bunch of people on the ground with their hands bound behind their back, and some people that are clearly overdosing, and you know what I mean.
Ooh, cultists. He whips back over to Finnick. These may be the very same cultists that you're after. Scrog and Davos could be involved. This could get huge. He steps away from the guard before saying this.
I was just thinking, like, what?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, thanks, sir. Consider it done." And he'll just pop over back to Finnick and whisper it to him in hush hush. Yeah, the guard says there's some cultists over there, and the two fugitives they're looking for are Davos and Finnick. Then he's going to go back over to the guard and he's going to say, "These two fugitives, are they the same one that raped and fucking tore up Archibald gnome fucker's house in the town?
The very same.
Oh no. Understood, sir. The bounty better be good, because they'll be back by sundown. Then he'll put his musket away and roll back up to Finnick. I think so. Nice. We should swing by the cultists over there that are being detained, just to see if we can gather some information if you want. I mean, it's your fight, but I think this is a good lead for you guys.
Okay. I mean, it looks like it was chaos a little bit ago, and now it still kind of is. But the authorities are clamping down pretty hard on these people. Most of which appear to be elves, but there are almost all other races you can see. A lot of them, like they're doing prayer circles and stuff. The ones that aren't being immediately detained. There's a big burning effigy that in the center that's still glowing. It looks like it may have been a statue or something, a wooden statue. The embers of which are still glowing, and there's still some fire on it, on the pyre. Just pick. Okay, so there's a few different groups. There's ones that have been detained already. There's some that are just sitting on the grass praying or talking in revelry. Some that are lying down.
Disco
Make a perception check.
happening tonight.
What's that, Honky?
I said, does Scrog have anything happening tonight?
He could. Why? You got to go do stuff?
Yeah, we're going to go to the store and get some shit done.
All right. If you want to do that, you go right ahead. You can do that. But yeah, you were going to be involved, but you got to go do your stuff. Go ahead. Hello? Hello?
What up? Yeah.
Oh.
Awkward silence 101.
All right. So yeah, that's kind of what you see, Sean, is two different groups of people. We'll say some groups being detained, some groups not being detained. They'd be the closest ones are sitting in a circle, and they look like they're in some kind of revelry, like they're sitting like somewhat calmly, but kind of gyrating and in some kind of deep prayer or trance.
Oh yeah, sounds like a plan.
All right, who wants to go first?
Oh, I'm just gonna ride up to one of the guards that couldn't see me over there and say the exact same fucking thing. It's like, what's going on here, sir? Is there a group of criminals needing apprehension? This seems like quite the shit show. I'd like to offer my services.
Yeah, we got it. Don't worry. You should return to the city. He's kind of looking you up and down. He sees that you're not part of this group, like the group of revelers. And he's like, you'll be safer among the walls.
Oh, I assure you I'm perfectly safe. These are local evildoers, or do they come from away? This is a refugee camp, is it? Seems like a
Yes. Yeah, they've been gathering here for some time. Recently, they've started worshiping something else, the end of the world or something. They're nothing but scum.
Do they hurt people?
Just themselves and the scenery.
Why? What brings them to the town? Why don't they just form a coven in the wilderness like all the other stupid cults?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
Oh. All right, he's gonna take his leave and slowly trot around and see if he sees anything noteworthy other than just cultists being arrested. While Finnick chats up the other dude. Not sure there's much more to learn here. He's gonna think it over. He's gonna think it over for a couple minutes while I for real think it over.
All right, Finnick, you approach the group of revelers. Yeah, they appear to be in a trance. Yep, but it's audible, but it's nonsense sounding. Like you ever hear somebody speak in tongues? Ricky Ticky Taffy, you know, it's like
Ricky Ticky Taffy.
I'm glad somebody else caught on to the Ricky Ticky Tavi thing. I was over here laughing my ass off.
yeah, that's yeah. No, it just sounds like nonsense. There's no rhyme or reason to the noises that are coming out of them. Yeah, all of them. All right, so the closest one, an elven woman, kind of snaps out of it. She goes, "Your assistance would be most appreciated." Okay. Oh, my back's been really sore lately. Um, her spine looks like it's not quite straight. You can roll a medicine check. Maybe combine it with a cure wound spell or something. Do something a little fancy. 14. 14. You kind of press on a few things and you cast a spell of cure wounds into her, and she's like, "Oh, that feels a lot better." You know, you should stick around. They don't do this every night. Hmm, they are. But what they don't know is nothing matters. They haven't figured that out yet. Yes, but no. No. We didn't even see them. Or I didn't anyway. But any excuse to come in here, they'll come in and have their ways. Um, I don't I don't know anybody who might have seen them. Nobody's mentioned it to me. Okay. Make an investigation check. No, you don't come across anyone who seems to know anything about the two people. You get a lot of people talking about how this is really, it really doesn't matter that they're coming in here and that they're all going to be dead soon and everybody's going to be dead soon. Oh, the great gods are returning. And they will wipe all of the civilized races from the face of the earth. Hmm. If you don't know, I don't think I can tell you. Most people here, unless they're lying, have seen visions of it. Roll an insight check. She seems 100% legitimate, if a little bizarre. You could be, yeah. Quite remember how they got. I think they just jumped through the window and over the. Yeah. You can see the broken window, and there's guards kind of, like on the roof of the house. You can see on this side, looking around, and you see the broken window, and just the very top of the roof of the house, over the wall.
Okay, and scratch marks or anything for where they hopped, or anything along?
If you get closer, you might be able to
On your
investigate.
stream's muted.
No, it shouldn't be.
Freckle just put it in chat that you're muted.
So I'll hop a little bit closer.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
An 8, so probably not.
Yeah. As you try and investigate, the guards are like, "Move out of the way! It's a crime scene," and you don't really get the chance to look any closer.
So I'm gonna retreat back towards Fisker. Have a little secret powwow. I'll be like, Fisker, for some odd reason, I believe the plights of our previous endeavors have followed us here. I'm really starting to suspect that these are cultists for the ones that we fear the most. I wasn't able to get any decent information on it, but I can tell where they hopped the wall, and they must be here somewhere.
Oh. Well, it's possible the cultists got them.
That is true.
I wonder if we can reason out what way they went.
Yeah, I think that's probably...
They went south. We know that it's a big orc and a little fucking drow.
Gotcha.
I'm literally thinking we should start looking for footprints, dude, on the other side of the river, because they would have had to cross that river.
I think you're right. Because we
like,
don't want
I'm
to tip our
literally
hats to
thinking
these
just
guys too quick. So...
in the desert.
Yeah, I agree with Fisker. I think we're going to have a look over on the other side of the river to see if we can find anything.
Alrighty. So you make your way to the north side of the river. It's kind of thin, but it runs pretty deep and pretty fast.
Awesome. Gonna have a look around to see if the area's been disturbed recently.
Alright, do an investigation check.
You should probably do one too there, Coatstay.
What are we looking for?
Footprints?
That's survival, isn't it?
Do a survival check.
And I'm nerfing myself because my investigation is much better than my survival. Don't get a chance to use that skill much, so I had to throw that in there.
Mm-hmm. There doesn't look to be much. Like, the river is kind of used by, you're assuming, by everybody in the refugee camp for many things. So the ground is trodden and disturbed beyond recognition. Like, you assume, you feel like they probably drink here and shit here and bathe here.
Christ, man.
Which way is the water going? Is it going to the east or to the west?
It's emptying out in the Lake Idaho. I mean, the Caspian Sea on the right.
So the water is going to the right. Okay.
Alright, let's look across the river. What do we see off in the distance?
So there's more rivers and stuff, and then farmland off in that distance.
Are there any obvious landmarks that it would seem as if I was a simple-minded yet oddly intelligent orc? I would be like, thing, that way. Walk towards thing.
Yeah, there's a broken down building off by the ocean.
Well, Finnick, I think we should follow the obvious landmarks, trying to think like Scrog.
That is actually a pretty good idea. Alright, we'll head up Ratcatcher Way and start working our way towards it.
Alright. As you're passing by the Ratcatcher, you don't know it's the Ratcatcher, but you do notice as you're walking by, there's one big tent that the guards are kind of leaving alone, and there are many rats in small cages outside of this large tent.
Finnick's gonna have a eureka moment. And he's gonna be like,
Yeah.
We were approached by a rat with a shitty note from Scrog. Maybe this would be a place to start. I'm gonna take a few steps more towards the tent and see if I can listen in on anything that might be happening inside.
Make a perception check.
There we go. That's a little better.
Yeah, you can hear one voice talking, like you're hearing one side of a conversation.
Okay.
And it's like, what do you talk about, Tommy? No, we don't gotta hit that one. They're all over this place already. Yeah, I know. No. Get the fuck out of here. And at that point, you see a rat run out from underneath the tent flap. And just it looks at you and then continues on towards the town to the north.
Gotcha. I'm gonna look over towards Fisker and kind of give him the nudge to follow me.
Yep. Off we go.
Just gonna try to enter the tent without anybody in the area seeing that we're going in.
All right, so you lift up the flap of the tent, and you enter, and there's kind of a small, gnomish man in there, and he snaps his head over at you. Hey, don't you know how to knock?
Friend, rodents, quadrupeds. My name is Finnick. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Sorry for the intrusion.
He looks over at this rat sitting beside him and goes, "Get a load of this fucking chump." Hey, what do you want? Why are you in my tent? I already told the guards to get lost. I ain't seen nothing.
I am but humble missionary. I am here to protect and honor the ways of God. I am simply looking for information. Perhaps you may be able to assist, and then I will leave you be post-haste.
And he looks back over to his rat and he goes, "Huh? You think he takes it, missionary?" Look, bub, I'm not helping you or your friends. friend.
Is he
Just turn around and get it to he's referring to Fisker.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Just turn around, leave me be, and I'll forget this happened. Capiche?
Fennec's gonna take a look. Please, sir, I don't mean to intrude, but we need your assistance. We could please seriously use your help. All we need is information, and then we'll be gone.
And why would I help you?
Perhaps to get me gone sooner?
I could get you gone any minute I like.
Alright.
I'm gonna look over towards...
Fisker's gonna put his hand on his gun, which is behind his back, but not pull it out. And he's gonna be like, you have quite the attitude there, young man or old man, depending on his age.
He looks pretty young.
Young man.
I'm not the one that went barging into your house. I can't come to your house and slam your cupboards.
Oh, come on. Wait a minute, did we barge into his home?
Yeah, into his tent.
Oh, jeez, I didn't realize we actually barged in. Alright.
I kind of just opened the door and gave greetings.
Fair enough, buddy. Fair enough. If you like your privacy, then suppose we'll leave you be. And he'll turn tail and go to leave. He's looking at Finnick to see what he's going to do.
Finnick is going to try to plead his case one more time, but to no avail.
Make a persuasion check and then say what you're going to say after the decision of the dice has been rolled.
While this is happening, I want Fisker to study his face very closely for signs of fear or nervousness. Are his eyes shifting? Is he breathing heavily? Does he seem like, was he just fucking fapping and we walked in? Like just anything that I can spot would be great.
So go ahead and make an insight check then.
So
and Sean, make a persuasion.
So Finnick's going to say, listen, all I need to know is if you saw anything last night or if any of your friends did. I received a note from a friend in need, and we are on a quest of God to save the land, but I can't do it without my friends.
Okay, just one sec here. So, Fisker, you notice whenever he said we received a note that his eyes flashed with something like recognition and his demeanor changed just a little bit.
When what happened?
When Sean asked about the note.
Okay.
That he received a note.
Oh. I see.
And he goes, well, information doesn't come cheap, you know.
Take a quick glance around the tent and assess his net worth. I'm a merchant.
I love that. Yeah. Awesome.
Assess his net worth. The tent appears to be, at first glance, very poor. All right. But as you look closer, like it's kind of, and it's full of like almost like a hoarder. But as you look closer, it's kind of actually, there's structure in the chaos a bit, and you're looking, and like there's like paintings there that have been wrapped in something, and there's like small tatters in the wrap, so you can see through, and it looks like there's paintings. There's signs of wealth in the tent, but not immediately obvious.
Is he sitting at a table or a stool or something?
He's sitting at a stool with a box, and on the box there's a rat.
Perfect. A rat.
Yes.
Finnick knows that the note written in shit was delivered by a rat, but Fisker doesn't, right? Or does Fisker know that? You want to say he knows that?
Yeah,
Well,
guess,
you would have heard it from me while I was saying it out loud. So
I was gonna say, I believe you just kind of told
Right.
him what happened, right? Yeah. So
Fisker's gonna whip him. He's gonna raise his hand to cover his lips in case this cat reads lips, and he's gonna murmur over to Finnick, that rat. Oh shit! It wasn't a magical rat. He could just speak to animals. Ooh, gross.
yeah, I think I'm gonna ping off a divine sense right now, Kale.
okay.
I was gonna suggest that, and then I realized it was probably not a magical rat. Scrog can just talk to rats. Couldn't hurt though.
What is your defined? Does it require verbal and somatic components, Sean, or is it just can you just do it?
It just says paladin effect, so it doesn't give me anything really.
Is it under your abilities?
Yeah.
That's divine smite.
Yeah, I'm
The wrong
looking
one.
for any celestial fiends, undead, any location, a consecrated or desecrated ground within 60 feet.
Okay, so there's no celestial fiends or undead.
Okay.
You don't get a sense of strong good or strong evil off this guy.
Okay. Alright. So I guess all I need to know now is just a response.
Okay. What did you say again? Sorry, I was just rereading.
Oh, I
Divine
was just
Sense.
saying, like, I'm just waiting on his response to what I said.
No, yeah, I heard that, but I don't remember what you had said.
Oh, just basically that, like, that the rat came up and gave me a message. It seemed like he might already be involved. The fact that I just need to find my friends for the greater good of the realm.
Hey, what you think? I know every rat in town.
I'll look over to the right-hand side and look at the rat, and I'll be like, does he speak for you as well?
Hey, you talking to me? And he tries to get your attention back.
I'll just continue the
The rat-
conversation with the rat.
The rat for itself is just kind of sitting there and it's cleaning its whiskers and it's staring at you.
Yeah. And I'll ask him, since you seem to be clearly the one in charge, small one, perhaps you could help me. And I know for a fact that I can't communicate with animals. I'm just trying to piss this guy off. Look back over towards the gentleman and I'll be like, well, I wasn't seem to get anywhere with you, so I figured I'd talk to your small friend here. He seems to be the one in charge.
So the guy turns over to the rat and says, "Get a load of this asshole." Fuck. Tell you what, I can put out some feelers for a price.
How much are we looking at?
300 gold.
That seems like a fair assessment. But I have a better one. You seem to not like very many people coming in and out of your abodes. How would you like it if I made it so that they would never leave? Would you risk that? I think it would be easier for you to just give us the information we need at the appropriate time. Anything you know.
Make
would
an
be great.
intimidation check.
17.
So he kind of shies away a little, and he's like, "Look, buddy, I don't know who you are, and I don't think you know who you're messing with here. But it does seem like you kind of rocked him a little bit. The sudden change in your demeanor put him on the defensive."
I'll take a step back towards Fisker. I'll put my hand on his. I'll put my hand on Fisker's shoulder, and I'll kind of put my arm around him and be like, "I think we should just tell the guards that this guy's got something to do with it. That's what I think we should do. What do you think?" And I'm going to say it loud enough for the rat boy to hear me.
I mean,
so he looks over at the rat and he says, "Hey, go get the boys." And the rat jumps off the table and runs underneath the.
Fisker immediately goes to react and grab the rat.
Okay, roll for initiative.
Just to be clear, what does he mean by that? I didn't miss something where like Finnick asked him to go get the other fucking rats?
No.
Okay, good.
Finnick threatened him, and he's reacting.
Yeah, okay, good. So I have a good lay on the situation. I am rolling for initiative against the rat.
I don't know if I was supposed to roll initiative, but I did anyway.
I'm going to grapple the rat.
Just let me pull up here 1 sec. All right, make an attack on the rat. Just a melee attack to grab it.
Is that what I do? Oh, I get my PB on that too, don't I? How do I roll a melee attack?
Do you have a dagger or something in your inventory?
Yeah, I have a dagger.
Just roll
Any magical item, roll with that.
Okay.
Do I beat the rat's AC? Probably not.
Let me look.
Well, it's a strength check, right? So it'd be an opposing strength check, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you do beat. Well, no, it's a rat. He's strong.
I have to hit it first.
Rat. Yeah, like it's trying to grab it basically. So you manage to grab the rat, and the guy goes, "Oh, you should put him down right now."
I'm just gonna put him down on the box in front of me, but I'll hold him steady and I'll be like, "I knew you were up to some shit. What's this thing that you've got going on? I know that you're involved with the message written and shit."
Are you speaking to the rat or to the man?
To the dude. And I'm holding the rat down so he can't leave.
Hey.
I said, "Look, I'm going to keep going. Look, we're just trying to collect a bounty on 2 wanted fugitives, and I'll tell you a secret. We're not necessarily planning to turn them in. So we might have everybody's best interest at heart, but what you need to do is tell us what you know and let us leave right now." And I'm just going to hold the rat down and fucking stare him down, man. I guess you could call it intimidating, but I don't necessarily mean it that way.
So with you holding the rat down, he's getting very agitated.
Right on.
You should let him go now, or things are gonna get bad. And he's standing up and he's pulling a short sword from his belt.
Finnick's gonna take 2 steps back, open up the curtain, and yell for the guards.
Right on, right on, right on.
"Idiots," he says, and He kicks the box that he was sitting on aside and jumps down in a hole.
Oh, let's go after him, dude. Yeah. If we go right behind him right away, he won't be able to like set a trap at the bottom. We should just fucking bust down there without
All right,
hesitation.
we're going in, and I'm going to put the box back on where it was after we go into it, so that it looks like nothing changed inside.
All right, what are you doing with the rat, Kote?
He's coming with.
I'm going to pocket the rat.
Pocket sand.
I'm going to put it in my pocket, and I'm going to have Audrey to grapple the rat in my pocket so it can't jump out.
Okay, you can tell it's like trying to bite you now and stuff. It's kind of freaking out.
It's in my satchel. Like the plant is fighting and keeping it under wraps.
Yeah, Audrey can do that easy enough.
Right on. Feed me. All right. All right, let's hop down there, ladies first.
All right, let's do it. Be a good time to check in and see what Scrog's up to, too.
Scrog's asleep.
Oh, is he napping?
Yeah. And also, I think he's gone to the grocery store.
Yeah, Scrog is unconsciously. Yeah, he's not here.
Are you gone to the grocery store, Scrog?
I'm getting ready to get right now.
All right. All right, so you hop down, and you're clearly in what seems like a natural sewer. It's cramped, and there's you're about ankle deep in gray water.
Well, let's scan the area, see if we can see this bitch. I'm sure we can hear him splashing about.
You don't hear anything, but there's like a smaller port that kind of empties out into this area, and this area heads off down towards where the water would be. It doesn't look like he could go the other direction from his size.
Well,
it looks like he would have to head down. There's only one direction he could go in. But no, you don't actually hear splashing.
How long has it been since he jumped down?
A few seconds. Like 6 seconds. 10 seconds.
Can we see like a disturbance in the like,
oh,
yes.
Yeah.
You know, when you see multiple sources for ripples on the water, you can look at the interference and
they're I mean, you really messed it up when you both jumped down, but you could and it kind of curves off around a corner pretty abruptly. But no, you can't hear him splashing.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for any rats that I can see.
How deep is the water?
Ankle.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, man, let's just keep our eyes open and like hustle after this guy. But let's try and walk quietly so that we'll be able to hear any noise that he makes. Well, that's difficult in full plate.
Yeah,
actually, you know what? Because of that, I'm gonna. Well, I'll say this to Finnick. You hang back maybe 10 or 20 feet from me. I'm gonna go really quietly because I'm wearing light shit. All I got is a chain shirt, and that doesn't make any noise.
Just be careful, smaller one. I was gonna say small one, but you're just as tall as I am. But yeah, take the lead, my friend, and I'll just draw my weapons and shields and just kind of stay back.
All right, so we'll march 40 feet ahead and keep a good eye out. And we're going to say that Plumbart did not come down the hole. We'll say that he was just spirited away somewhere when we went down the hole. Or if you want, we can say he's waiting at the top of the hole if you want to have something happen up there.
Okay.
I'm
top
sure
of the hole works.
Let's not leave Plumbart at the top of the hole.
Yeah.
Just for this
instruction.
Yeah, like
all right. Jump. I guess that's true.
Get him to go hide or something, because the guards are going to be coming into the tent.
Yeah, I'm going to instruct Plumbart to run outside and do like a grid search of the surrounding area for any sign of Scrog or Davos while we're down here, because he's a robot. He'll do that all day and night. He's literally going to walk like a 10-foot grid. He's a fucking steel wolf. Nobody's going to fuck with him. And if someone does, I'll build another one.
Okay.
So he's going to do that until we find him again.
Yep. All right. So you're both trying to be quiet.
I'm walking 40 feet ahead, trying to be as quiet as possible. And listen, I'm not sure if Phoenix trying to be quiet or not.
I'm trying to be quiet,
Okay.
but I know it's not going to happen. So
Stealth checks then.
Full plate on the stone. All right. So let me just.
The fuck?
That fucking stealth.
Why did I get disadvantage? Oh,
Armor.
because my armor. Yeah, I'm loud as fuck.
Yeah. So even walking ahead, you're trying to listen, and you can hear your plops, feet in the water, bloop, bloop, bloop. And then Sean's just coming behind you, ching splash, ching splash.
All right.
You can hear like stifled burps and stuff.
I'll try and gain a little more distance on him. Oh, I'm gonna hold my hand. Actually, I'll hold my hand back with palm open to signify that he should stop.
I'll halt immediately.
Okay.
Wordless halt command. Yeah. So then I'll just keep creeping up until I reach a point where I have to go around a corner, or Finnick won't be able to see me anymore. Then I'll stop.
Yeah, okay. That happens pretty quick. It's kind of curving up north is the direction it's curving in.
Fuck. Well, we're not going to be able to go as fast as him anyway, so I am going to motion to Finnick to let's just fucking go, man. He's
Haul
gonna
ass
one way or the other. Yeah.
Let's
not go really fast because he may have set a trap for us. Like, we'll keep our wits about us. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna outrun us one way or the other, so I guess the stealth isn't really gonna work.
Right on. Keeping an eye out for any kind of animals along the way.
Yeah.
So you follow around a curve. Make a perception check.
Who?
Both.
I perceive a thing over there.
Was that a share joke? I perceive things over there.
I can see that little fucking prick. I'm gonna throw my spear as hard as I can at his nuts.
He's probably a shapeshifter of note.
Of note.
Are you gonna roll there, Finnick, or no?
You told me it was just him.
I definitely didn't know.
That's why I said, who are you talking to? And you said, Fisker.
I said both. See, look at that. All right. So you're around the curve, and you can see that light. It splits here, and it almost looks like the curve continues, and then there's an offshoot towards what would be the ocean. Like a four-way. There's like a four-way, but you're a four-way coming. If you were to stay straight, you would continue to curve around, and then there's a path to the east and a path to the west, and you're currently heading north on a curving path.
Son of a bitch.
And there's light coming from like a slight shine of light coming from the east path.
All right, Finnick, just give me a second. Fisker's gonna walk. Which path do you want to go? I think we should go on the one that leads to the surface. But I'll leave it up to you.
All right. Can I kind of make a rough guesstimation on where we are in the city compared to where the tunnels were?
Yeah, you can make a... We don't do dungeoneering checks anymore, do we? You can make a...
Probably a history check or something?
Oh, also, let's see if we can spot any water or debris on the stone to see if we can spot what way he went.
Yes. So, you can see where the water clearly runs to the east. Like, it's all coming from all three paths running to the east. That's one other thing that I forgot to say. You don't notice... Well, that's a pretty high roll. You do notice that there's some marks that carry on in the direction you're going, so to the north.
I think I see some tracks. I don't know if they're his tracks, but they're fresh enough. I'd say it's our best lead.
Very good.
Check that shit.
I'm still gonna just see if I can find out where in town we are compared to the tunnels.
Yeah, I'm just looking through. Make a survival check. That seems like a good one. You don't think you're far away from where you started. You don't know if you're under the wall yet or not.
Okay, I'm gonna use my telepathic link to my mount and get it to go towards where I think the wall is. Just I'll get it to go back. If it can go back into the city and head towards the Golden Perch Dock area, I'm gonna get it to wait for me there.
What's your range on the link?
I think it's like very fucking far.
Okay. You read up on it. If you can, he'll go there and wait for you there. All right. So as you're approaching
within 1 mile,
doorway, because you're high, 1 mile. Yeah, he can. It'd be about a mile to the shielded maiden. Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm gonna follow Fisker.
Okay. Once you get to the four-way, you because of your high perception checks, you hear like a clicking sound, and then a rush of water.
Motherfucker.
You can tell it's coming kind of from the east.
So was that the direction we planned on going?
No, you're going to the north. So this clicking sound happens, and then you're smashed with a pile of poopy, shitty, gray water, and you're flushed down the east path, and you kind of come around a little bit, and you notice where the light was coming from. There's a caged door, and it seems to empty out kind of where the sewers would empty. But you can see where somebody's rigged a trap on it for bladed. There's blades and jagged pieces on the bars of the gate that you're currently rushing towards. Now, because you rolled so high on your perceptions, I'm going to give you advantage on the dexterity saves to kind of grab onto something and hold on.
It's a trap.
That's piss poor.
That's a shitty roll.
Womp.
Not great. Okay. So unfortunately, it still took you both by enough of a surprise that you didn't catch it in time, or you didn't catch on to anything. You both slam into the bars as the shitty water's rushing past you, and you can feel like 1,000 little cuts, like rolling in broken glass, ripping and tearing at your skin. You each take 28 points of slashing damage, and then the water dies down, and you're able to free yourselves. Oh, where's Edmund and the baby? Are they at the hotel still?
That's a really good question. The baby was with us. Let's say I put the baby inside Plumbart because he's got a spot inside him for the baby.
He does have a spot inside. Yes, that seems like some.
We could weekend at Bernie's Edmund on the back of him.
No, Edmund would be back at the Shield Maiden area.
Okay, so you left Edmund in your room. You could weekend at Bernie's him. That'd be funny too.
Yeah, I like
ragdolling on the back of Fister's fucking. But your call, Sean. You were in control of Edmund.
Yeah. All right. So has the water passed by enough now that we can actually gain our footing and stand up?
Yeah, no, 100%. The floor's slick, and you both kind of, and you're bloody, 1,000 little cuts. There's like you're probably worried about tetanus and sepsis.
Gonna lean over towards Fisker, and I'm just going to put my hand on his shoulder and heal him for 25.
Okay,
Thanks,
take 25 health.
Wow, you're like a fucking cleric, dude. Holy shit.
That's...
Fisker's like, hey man, and he's like brushing the dirt off of Finnick's armor.
Yeah, so you can just
It's
see
like, thanks,
Finnick is
bro.
bloodied and beaten. Looks like he got hit by fucking Gronk from the NFL and just put into a bed of fucking glass. It's gonna look around and kind of be like, "Ooh, that was a close one, little friend. Let's get moving."
Wring this little fucker's neck when we find
I'm
him.
gonna fucking kill him so bad.
Yes.
Alright, so we're going to approach that place that had the gate with the bars on it, or is that what we hit our backs into? Was there another gate?
That's what you hit your backs into, yeah.
Okay.
If you look out, too, you can see it empties kind of into the river and close to the ocean.
Okay, gonna see if I can get this door open. Oh, yeah.
So there's a padlock on it on the outside.
Okay.
But yeah, you could maybe smash it.
Do you have anything in your inventory, Fisker, that might assist us?
Smash a padlock?
Do you have any tools that could be used to open these doors, or am I going to have to brute force this?
I have thieves' tools and I'm proficient with them. Would you like me to pick it?
I'm going to fondle Fisker when he's just like loving life, and I'm just going to give him a little pat on the bum.
Well, I rolled a 2, so...
Give it here and let me give it a try, so I'll do it unproficiently.
Honestly, I think there's rules about picking locks.
Oh, maybe you have to be proficient to do it or something?
I think there's... No, I think there's something... I mean, you know what? It's DM's discretion anyway. I think there's something to do with, like, you can try multiple times, but it only... Like, if you fail by so much, you can't try again or something, but it's up to Taylor, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If he's proficient and you're not proficient in it, there's no way that you're going to be able to do it when he can.
Yeah, I wasn't commenting on that. I was just wondering whether Fisker could try again, or whether 8 is too low that he fucked the lock. It probably is.
No,
all right, well,
you don't think you can get it? Like you're trying with the lockpick, and you're like, nah, I don't think it's going to work.
Well, I mean, I have some other stuff in my satchel, but it wouldn't really do any more than
Yup!
Like,
I'm hitting it with my Warhammer.
Pass that up against it.
14.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, roll an attack.
I did.
It is the attack.
All right, roll. Well, okay. You're just gonna smash it till you break it.
Yep.
All right, so you smash it and it breaks. It cracks the hinge, and you can push open the door. You push it open.
I'm gonna investigate for traps.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. 13.
Yeah, besides the trap that you fell into, it doesn't appear to be anything else.
Gotcha.
You step outside, you're on slick, poopy stone that runs clearly down into the river and then out into the ocean. So you would be here. Let me put your pieces on. Where are you at? You would be like right here, where I put Fisker by the south of the Golden Perch.
All right, do we see any remnants of trails that we could possibly follow, or any kind of scene of disturbances in the area?
Survival check.
16.
Nothing that doesn't look natural or fresh. There is a no, nothing that doesn't look natural or fresh.
Your saves are extremely high. Or your skill checks. Alright, well, I guess we'll just proceed out into the water and try to get up on land, or if we're already up on land, let's get cleaned off and fucking haul ass and see if we can find this guy.
Sorry, it got really quiet.
We're just going to continue along normal, because we don't see anything worth our time.
Okay. Where are you going?
I don't know, are we outside on the mainland now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look around to see what I see.
Could go back down and take the other path.
And you see the river, and you see the river banks.
Don't see any signs of somebody running away because we just chased him?
No, you don't.
Alright, it's up to you, Kote. What do you think?
Let's go back down the other path.
Sounds good.
If we find nothing down there, we can come back out and ask Plumbard if he saw anything.
Gotcha.
Alright, so you continue, you go back in, you come back to the crossroads.
Yeah, it's whipping the other direction, dude. Being very mind. Actually, we'll send Audrey 2 out to check for traps, and I'll keep the rat calm while it. We'll send her out maybe 60 feet ahead, and with the instructions to immediately full speed back toward us, waving his pedals if it sees a trap. And I'll keep the rat.
Saving throw. Oh. Okay, good enough. You hold the rat steady as Audrey flies out. Which path is she going? North, south, east, or west? You're coming from west.
And we originally came from south, right?
Correct, yeah. And it curves off to the north. It continues to curve. You can't see far down there. And to the east, you can see where there was a, there's almost like a trap door almost that is now opened. Like a valve. I think we should like a flat valve.
Okay, yeah, let's start with that. Yeah,
that's where the water came from. Okay, so she flies into the area, and you'd have to crawl through on your hands and knees, but you could fit. And she flies through for a bit, 60 feet, and she doesn't report back anything that she saw. It continues on farther.
Yeah, we're gonna have to follow it a certain distance behind.
So you follow her for a while, and eventually you come up where you can kind of like it would be like an underground pool almost, and there's still a little bit of water running out. Above you there is a manhole cover, but it doesn't look big enough that anybody could fit through.
Well, we know where he went.
Yeah, maybe can you stick your head up through it? And can I stick my head up through it and look around like a turtle?
Yeah, you can kind of. Yeah, you can see on the outside. It looks like a place. You're inside the town walls now for sure, and it's kind of like a back alley, and it looks like a place that people would dump their wastewater.
I don't think he's here, dude. Maybe we should go back down and check the last path.
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Haul ass.
Okay, you're hauling us, and we're gonna take a 5-minute break while I set up some stuff and have a cigarette.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna cast some spells here for a few minutes there, Kalen, just to heal up.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever you want to cast, you can do so. Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright, we'll take a 5-minute break and then we'll chill. Alright, BRB people. As prefix, and welcome to the Caspian Sea. No one really knows what incites creativity. No one really knows what builds great lore. But in the Caspian Sea, our adventurers find out that saving the maiden or catching the criminal may change their whole perspective on what it means to be a hero. Or a villain. Our adventure starts on a mercenary ship out at sea at the dead of night. Blasted by swells, our heroes make their way to shore to recover a relic worth its weight in gold. Soon after recovering it, they realize that the world's in greater danger than they thought. What once was a bustling slaving town controlled by man was liberated by the adventuring party. After freeing the elven slaves, Kaer Morhen has taken on new leadership. Scrog. A retired warmonger found an insatiable lust for gold and power, but he uses his riches to gather favor in hopes of maintaining an iron grip on Kaer Morhen and its surrounding sea colonies. H. Buford Davenport III. On the run from his kin, this dragonborn abandons his hierarchy after he realizes that they are trying to end the world by enslaving its mind. Finnick, a dwarf of the Moradin faith, studies a rare disease that causes the infected to crave fresh blood. Finnick swears an oath of vengeance against the one that killed his mother and turned his father, but soon realizes that the disease itself can be used for other means. Edmund. Though small in size, this wizard has not only mastered the art of wizardry, but has learned the art of song and verse. Not much is known about his past, but he's willing to tell the tale over an ale to those who will listen. Fisker. A gnome adept at combining martial firearms with runic magic, he always keeps a few clockwork surprises up his sleeve for special circumstances. Fisker is trying to get home to his people when he is thrusted into a world of chaos with little hope of survival. Davos. Born of night, this drow finally realizes that evil can be used for useful and dramatic ends. But unbeknownst to him, his family has appeared in Kaer Morhen looking for him. Will his secret remain, or will he have to ask the other party members for help? Zen. Curiosity often gets the better of him. Why wait and ask questions when you can venture forward and find out for yourself? Willing to risk anything for new and exciting songs and stories, Zen more often than not finds himself in a predicament that should have been easily avoided. But beware, the sea is a harsh mistress and has wants and needs of its own. Survival is not guaranteed in the Caspian Sea, and new faces and new characters begin to emerge. Can our heroes set aside their differences for the greater good? Can our heroes set aside their desire for monetary gain? Can our heroes bring together countless races to fight at World's End? We intend to find out. Welcome to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the Caspian Sea. All right, people in the chat, we are just getting coffee and we should be ready to go, so just give me a second, okay? All right. Are you there, Kote?
Yep.
I'm an idiot. I'm not. Fun. Okay, sorry about that. I've returned. Another thing we're going to have to remember is before we end the session tonight, we're going to have to cure ourselves of dysentery. Get ourselves cleaned up. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello? So yeah, pretty exciting stuff so far, but we'll see how it goes from here on in. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I guess I could smoke a hoot. Just a little bit.
I bought an ounce of pink kush today.
I don't know if you heard me earlier, Kote, but I think before we end the session, we got to make sure to get ourselves cleaned up, because I have a feeling we're gonna fucking have diseases at the end of this.
Yep, that's a good one. Although I might be okay because you just healed me to full. But yeah, we'll still have to do that.
And I have a feeling there's going to be something along the lines, this is the first time you shoot that gun, it's got shit on the wick, so make sure to clear that up. Oh yeah, because you were covered in molten shit, your gun's not going to work. Fuck.
Better craftsmanship than that.
Do 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Do do do. Chilling out at spawn, sharpening my weapons. Look at me go, I'm having a good time.
You know what nostalgia is?
Yeah?
I don't know what nostalgia really is it's a Jamaican guy starting his car after he's flooded the engine. Nostalgia.
Oh dear. It's depressing.
Yeah, well, at least when you have nothing to do, your mind can rest. Mine does things like that.
That's awesome.
People just tend to give me a 20-foot radius in real life.
That would do it. So I have a sneaking suspicion that this guy's got nothing to do with anything, and we just stumbled on a side quest by accident.
Yeah, I know. He had the spider there.
What spider?
He's definitely up to some shit. Well, he's up to some shit with talking spiders because he had a spider on his thing, and he was like, "Hey, go fucking get the others."
You mean the rats, right?
Or yeah, the rats. Sorry, I'm all Harry Potter and it up here with the fucking story. Aragorn. Farewell, Aragorn, king of Arachne.
Yeah, exactly.
Your spirit lingers on.
But yeah, I haven't had a chance to play any more of PGA Tour yet. I'm gonna probably play some of that a little later. I want to see if I can. So I guess like the stats that I think I should be filling up aren't the ones that I want to fill up. I think I'm gonna have to go for like the 2 middle stats, the one that's all about not fucking up the shot itself.
That's what I'm doing. That's definitely what I'm doing. I got absolutely murdered playing on pro last time with the controller.
I was on amateur. I didn't go the lowest one, but I went 1 up, and I think I could probably bump it up 1 more and still be able to compete. So I think that's what I'm going to do. The pro AM one.
Yeah. Hey, since Honky's not here, I'm pretty sure that he's so competitive. He's fucking doing some shit. It's like last time. I don't know, dude. Last time he was fucking putting too well. Because he said he was on the same settings as me. I mean, he kept making some genuine fuck-ups too, but like, I don't know. I know how bad that dude likes to win. Wouldn't put it past him to just squeak back into the settings and give himself unlimited putt previews.
Oh, I'm always going to have unlimited putt previews, but you only get 1 per hole, which is fine with me.
Like on pro, you only get 3 for the old 18 holes.
I miss the old way of doing it where you'd have the big circle and where the shot could possibly land. You remember that in the older games? It's like your icon wouldn't be the ball hits here. It would be a big circle, and if you shot it, it would land and roll somewheres in this circle.
Yeah, vaguely. It was a little different.
Yeah, I missed that kind of shit. So it's like, you can kind of adjust it. But, fucking Caleb and I are making a run on fucking... on,
Oh yeah, I'll buy you that if you're down to fucking play, okay?
What?
Crusader Kings.
Oh, it's not because I don't want to pay for it, because I don't own it. It's just I'm not going to... I don't know, dude. I was watching Sean play it the other day. I know how good it is. It's just... I don't know if I have time to play that. If I do have time to play that, it's just going to be at the expense of something else that, like, I already have a good time with, and I'm not done with yet.
Everything.
I mean, if it would, like... I don't know, if you want to have, like, full games of that, like, I can look into it. It's just like, what with your schedule and internet connection, I don't see us actually finishing a game, do you?
Oh, the internet connection actually isn't bad for that. I don't see us finishing any long-form game ever, but that's also pessimism on my part.
Yeah, I'm like a really, and Sean will tell you this, I'm a really big pain in the ass for, like, if we're not going to finish, I ain't starting. I get really cranky when we play, like, the first half of a game of Civ.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I'll keep it in the back of my mind. I'll keep it in the back of my mind. Still promised I'd play Fortnite with Ginger, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, so everything isn't there.
I just can't Fortnite. I can't. It hurts my soul.
I like it.
If I was going to play any of them, it would be fucking COD.
My favorite one is Apex. People are just too good at it.
Apex?
Yeah, people are just OG motherfuckers at that. I can't compete at all.
Well, the second the game's been out for more than a year, you're going to run into that in any game.
Well, Apex was the worst for me in my own experience. PUBG, I got kills. Fortnite, I got kills. Apex, it was just like, no, you don't, sir. You need to get good. Even COD, like, I was getting kills.
I'd rather play fucking Apex every day than fucking drive at 5 kilometers an hour in a vehicle and hop out and get insta-killed because of fall damage.
I don't think anybody's comparing PUBG to any of those games that are actually finished. There's no comparison.
Yeah, I just wish there was a first-person shooter story that we could all play. That would be fun.
Story?
Yeah.
Like Half-Life.
More along the lines of like, what was that old zombie game where you were guys that were just traveling in a group together?
Left 4 Dead?
No, it was State of Decay.
Well, I don't know.
I remember that one.
Yeah, That's pretty good. But yeah, Honky is still good for going on that new game that him and I were playing. Fuck, what was it called? The zombie parkour game. Dying Light, thank you. Dying Light 2.
really enjoyed Hunt, but my internet connection is so awful that it is unplayable. When I'm here, and I don't really game when I'm home all that much. So
I like Hunt, I just can't play it exclusively because the gameplay loop is really short, and it's like it gets monotonous quickly for me.
See, I'm ready to play Hunt at any point. Like, I'm ready to jump back into it. It's just, yeah, it's just not fun to play by yourself.
It really isn't, Jay. No, I agree.
Like, I like, when I play with you guys, like, I'm dialed in and ready to go. I play by myself, and if I hear a zombie behind me, I'm screaming to the point where my neighbors are knocking on my door telling me to shut the fuck up. Like, I'll just grab... Like, I'm terrified of that game. And apparently there's a new boss and a bunch of new zombies and a bunch of new areas, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. It's apparently this big boss that walks around on 4 legs with a fucking 2x4 it uses as a weapon. I'm curious to see it. Alright, we good to go?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Alright, so I guess what we were doing is we were going down that last path. That's what we were doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump.
All right. So you follow the path around, and it kind of turns from natural into more worked stone, and it looks as though there is there's little the water is getting more kind of deeper as you're going. Like there's sitting pools of water, and then it's trickling in some spots. And there is a pathway on either side of the sewers in the classic kind of sewers kind of style. So you kind of come out through a archway, and you make perception checks.
Oh, a passive 14. Yeah, critical mass. Whatever, I see less than I should.
Fisker, you can hear arguing up ahead, but you can't make out what they're saying. But you can distinctly hear the rat tickler, the rat catcher's voice.
Nice. I hear the rat catcher, the rat guy. We found him. He's up there. Stop. Not a movement. Fisker's gonna take a spyglass, so he's gonna take his musket out and look through the spyglass.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're coming up on like there's an archway that'll kind of lead to the next area, and the voices are coming through there.
All right, man. Fisker's just gonna take it as slow as he possibly can, musket out, and just tell Finnick to wait. He's just gonna creep up very slowly.
Why? Is it because I'm fat?
Because you're a kind of your armor is like the Plumbart of armors.
It is. I completely understand.
Oh God.
Davos would be in there in like half a second, upside down with his pants off by the time I even got one step.
I just love the impersonation of the armor noises earlier. Freak, scrink, skrinks, plump. Freak, scrink, skrinks, plump, or whatever the fuck it was. It was great. Yeah, so he's gonna do whatever he's gonna do. Crawl on his belly, take his fucking shoes off. He's wearing leather shoes. Like, you know.
He's wearing
But yeah, he's
the slippers of spider climbing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's got those now. Well, actually, if he's wearing the slippers of spider climbing, how high is the fucking ceiling in this arched room?
15 feet.
Yeah, fuck it, man. All right, Fisker's gonna take his pouch off. He's gonna give it to Finnick. All right, Finnick, the rat in here. Don't let him escape. I'm gonna give you all of my loose change and shit, so it doesn't rattle around when I'm up on the ceiling. You see him like doing up all his belt buckles real tight, so that there's no metal on metal.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So once he does all that, he's gonna fucking. He's gonna strap his tunic really, really tight over his chain shirt, so there's no movement there. And then he will proceed up the side of the wall in his slippers. Once he gets to the ceiling, he will sneak into the next room on the ceiling and stop as soon as he sees. While looking through the scope.
Make a stealth check.
I believe in you, Kote.
Give me all the stealth.
You roll good, but they roll better.
Spot check 20.
All right. So you enter the room, and there's 3 figures. Well, here, why don't I just show you?
Yeah, is there a map you can push us or something?
Let me just populate it.
Populated. Fucking rat catcher.
Yeah, just for future reference, I'm a badass. I'm proficient with Smith's tools, Thieves' tools, and Taker's tools. And also, Artisan's tools. And I can create Artisan's tools from nothing in an hour.
So what would... explain to me Artisan's tools again? Like, what would that be?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Like, what is it for building? Is it just, like, regular furniture? Or, like, what does it mean?
I don't remember, because I've never used it, but I will answer you in a minute.
Maybe it's, like, loot crafting or some shit. Holy fook.
Oh, Artisan's tools is just a catch-all term. Alchemist supplies, brewers supplies, calligraphers, carpenters, cartographers, cobblers, cooks, glassblowers, jewelers, leatherworkers, masons, painters, poisoners, potters, smiths, tinkers, and weavers, and woodcarvers are all artisan tools.
Oh, so it's like the skeleton key of tool crafting.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're proficient in everything then?
I think what it is I can become proficient in everything because when
With
I rest,
training.
I can switch my bonus proficiency.
Oh.
I think I'm automatically proficient in the ones I listed, but then as an ability,
you can switch between
called what is it? Fuck.
Don't worry about it. Big dick syndrome for all we know.
Oh, it's called Artificer's Lore. Or no, that's not what it's called. That's the gnome skill. Oh, it's called the right tool for the job. It's 3rd level Artificer. If I have Thieves' tools or any Artisan's tools, I can magically create another set of any type of Artisan's tools within 5 feet with 1 hour of uninterrupted.
Oh, I just realized I can cure diseases at will, by the way.
Oh, slick.
Yeah, lay on hands
Don't
itself.
shit
Like
myself all night for me.
yeah, like I wouldn't be able to do it right now because I used all of my lay on hands points to heal you, but I could spend 5 points of healing and cure a disease at touch.
Sweet. That's handy.
More gonorrhea. All right. So you enter the room, and there's an argument going on between people. You can visually see the drow warrior closest to you, and the conversation stops, and the drow turns to look at you and addresses you directly and says, "Kill the rat. We don't need him anymore."
Is this the drow that we chased down here, or a different one?
What's that?
Is this the guy we chased down here, or was he a drow? I can't remember.
No, he was a gnome.
Oh, he was a gnome. Okay, got it. All right, sorry.
All right. Kill the rat. We don't need him anymore. We found the ones we want. Looking at you walking on the ceiling. And then the rat guy says, "Hey, I'm really sorry about what we were talking about before. Help me kill these two, and I'll help you find your friends or whatever." And roll for initiative.
Cool.
Is that what the rat said to us? What just happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's yelling over at you, yeah.
So I was right.
Okay,
He did polymorph into a rat.
He did polymorph.
I was onto it right from the beginning. That's why I was saying I'm keeping an eye out for every rat that passes my way.
Nicely done. All right, well, I'm gonna roll for initiative, but
give me a natural 20 for once. Oh my god, I'm always rolling 5s and 6s. I swear to God, man.
All right, let's team up with the fucking dude we were just chasing. Very good. Oh, these deep dwellers are in the natural habitat. We have to be careful.
Oh yeah, it is pitch black in here, by the way, but everybody involved has dark vision, so.
Yeah.
That is a one party trait I'm really happy about with our group.
Alright, so the drow turns towards you. Holds out a hand crossbow. No. Holds out a finger towards you and casts fairy fire at you, Fisker.
Good for him.
Alright, so the spell fizzles and he goes, "Fuck."
Fuck.
For recognizing the spell, Fisker dances out of the way and goes more like Mary Fire. And then makes a gesture of cupping his nuts.
He's gonna run over here and he's going to make a jump. He can just make it because it's not that far. He jumps over here. 30. And he taps a brooch on his chest and he floats up to the ceiling. He's not standing on the ceiling in the same way you are, but he's now free floating in the air. And he draws his sword.
Nice, so we're level, but he's upside down relative to me. Very nice.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
And next up will be Fisker.
Dope. Okay.
Where am I?
You're down the pathway because Fisker asked it. You're at the bottom. Just look straight down from Fisker off the map.
Oh, okay.
Because Fisker asked you to wait behind while he tried to stealth in.
He knows what's going on now, though, right? He's running in like he rolled initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. What you heard was Fisker and the combat starting, basically. You
Okay.
heard everything, so you're aware that badness is going on in there.
All right. So Fisker is going to he's 15 feet above the floor.
Yes.
Let's have him drop down to the floor.
Okay.
With whatever that would entail.
Make a dexterity saving throw, and it's a low DC.
So go gadget, or not go gadget, sticky shoes for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good on the DC.
Right,
so you drop down.
Yep. So through the tunnel, Phoenix sees Fisker just drop from the ceiling, and as soon as he hits the ground, he fires the rifle at the drow that's still up there.
Okay.
Goodbye, drow.
That's a hit.
The damage. The damage. The damage. The
you roll
shitty
it on them?
damage.
Or no?
No, I didn't. I'll just start the whole thing over because it's been so long since I combated. I fucked it up. Yay. Oh. That's not too bad.
So you fire, and they are wearing armor, and it catches them in the armor. And ugh. But not a huge amount of damage.
Alright, so Finnick, what's your move speed again?
25.
So you can get to me. Okay. Fisker is... Oh, no, that's right, because he already moved. Fisker's gonna move here, and then stop. If he can still move that far after dropping from the ceiling.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Audrey too will float out of his pocket or whatever in his turn, her turn, its turn. So, let's have it. Can you drop it on the map, or is that a pain in the ass?
Nope.
Nice. Let's have it fly over here. I think it's 40-foot fly. And then it's got to open its character sheet, and I forget how to fucking do that. Or do you have to give me the ability to do that? Yeah, I think you do, and then I double click on it on the map. There we go, I got it. I got it, don't worry about it. What do we got? Force range 30 feet. Excellent. Alright, so let's have it move. It's 30-foot fly, so I guess 1 square to the right. It'll go 1 square to the right. We'll try to remain silent. And then it will range force strike on the warrior, the drow warrior. So fucking 20 plus, oh god, plus 5. That's a 10 to hit.
10 to hit? That definitely does not.
Fail. Alright, so the homunculus just hovers over there, just chilling.
Okay.
Ah, shit, I need the map again. I closed it. Sorry. Or you can just tell me the name of it. Ah, it was quick.
Alright.
Delete my arrow. Pointers. Remove pointers. Bennett, come beat this fucking dude in the face. He's got some kind of floaty shit going on.
Gotcha.
Surely it's full of dark magic. Hardly Severus, it seems to be a parchment that insults anyone who tries to read it.
Doobie 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 doo wop.
Doop doop. Doobie doo wah. Doobie doop. Alright, so you can hear the sound of fighting over, and you can hear, oh, you dirty fucking elf.
Oof. Elf. This guy might be cool after all.
Hey, if you want to save your friend, hurry up, I'm dying over here.
Oh boy.
Alright, and then it's his turn. He yells. He yells, come to me, my brothers, help me! And you swear you hear the sounds of rats.
Finnick, let the rat go. Fisker yells.
Okay, is that for sure what we want to do?
It's what Fisker yells.
Okay.
If you can think of a reason not to obey, by all means.
Well, what would be what just happened that makes me want to let this guy out of the bag?
I'm not sure whether you heard the other guy cry out, hey, come save me, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Come to me, my brothers. So Finnick's like, or Fisker's like, hey, like, the rat's gonna go fucking help save this guy. Let's let him out.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I feel at this particular point in time, it probably wouldn't be worth a movement on this turn, but on next turn, I probably could.
I think all you really have to do is just... Actually, you know what, Calum? He's entering combat. Like, is he still minding the bag? Because he's probably just going to leave the bag behind.
You can just drop it if you want it.
As long as it doesn't take up any part of my action, I'll drop him.
Yeah, just drop the bag. The rat will fucking listen to the dude. All will be well. Doop doop. Doobie doo wah.
Alright, whose turn is it?
Alright, it's the were rat. So he did that. He is actually going to drink his potion of healing. Gain
2 HP.
There you go.
Thank fuck.
He is going to
This is
jump
why
in
I'm
the
not
water and take an attack of opportunity.
Coward. Were rat fuckface run towards the flying plant.
He actually avoided it.
Nectar. Drink my nectar. Wow, he's got some move speed on him.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting everyone is in home.
Favored terrain. So
fucking right.
Well, it just messed up everything. Alright.
Lucille has messed my dwarf up.
it's a rat speed. It's probably like 1, 2, 3. Finnick!
Alright, so I need to protect him. How am I going to do that now?
So that's your guys' intent. Let's just change this here then to friendly.
Alright, gonna move up
I
to
don't know whether
there.
to drop this fucking current or not.
So I'm going to move up there, and I'm going to...
5, 10, 15. You got 35 feet of movement, or you taking the double move?
I'm taking the 35, yeah. So we're going to... Bonus action. I'm going to Mage Armor myself. Shield of Faith style. Stop moving my piece.
Well, you can't just move in a straight line, right? So I gotta count it out.
It's 35.
Right here? Where you want to go?
Yeah, base up against him.
Okay.
And then Mage Armor. My turn is over.
Mage Armor's a bonus action?
Yeah.
Alright. Did you cast it on yourself?
I certainly
You
did.
+2 AC. Okay. Alright. Coming up next is Drow Warrior variant. Alright, so he turns to you. And he kicks, he does like this roll. He's like just floating in the air. He does this like somersault in the air and kicks off the roof and comes at you from above, brandishing this short sword.
So he's flying through the air.
He's not actually, he's floating.
Okay.
Kind of like it, like he's out in space. He has to push off things and.
Okay. I was hoping Finnick could just bat him away like he's socking a dinger.
Yeah. So he comes in with 2 strikes, Finnick, and your mage armor catches one of them, and the other one you knock aside with your shield.
I'm invincible! Except when I do get hit, and then I almost die every time.
Okay. Alright, that's the end of his turn.
So is he on the ground now in front of me?
He is floating above your head.
Okay, so when he pushed down off the roof, he didn't land on the ground beside me, kind of deal.
No.
Weird.
And kind of the 2 strikes, he used them to ricochet back up towards the ceiling. So, you can hit him. He's within your range, but he's kind of still above your head. Next up is Fisker.
Right on, right on. Right. Fisker, who has the 25-foot move speed, is going to walk up here. And then he's going to stop. Look down the hallway there at other buddy, Drow Elite Warrior 1. And then he's going to take a readied action to cast Shocking Grasp through the homunculus.
Okay.
I see what you're going for, Kote. Nicely done. I think I see
Yay.
your strat. I think I see your strat.
So now that he's done, he's aiming his gun down the hallway, looking at the other dude. Audrey 2 is going to saunter up to these two here and deliver the touch spell Shocking Grasp for me.
Can you drag it onto the character from Audrey's character sheet? Or
it has the homunculus doesn't need to be involved. I just cast it as if I was casting it, as long as the homunculus is within touch range. Fuck you.
It's a hit.
You. That's not very much damage. It can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Fucking good call on that.
See, I completely misread. I thought you were going to ready an action for that thing to shoot the water if the other drow jumped into it.
No, I'm not that clever. I just wanted to cancel his reactions.
Alright, so Audrey flies up and lands on his ankle and just
clown buzzer style.
His hair dances wildly like Albert Einstein.
Nice.
You are not too clever for me, Steven.
Alright, Swarm of Rats 1. They charge in to attack this drow. And miss. And 4 rats 2. And Drow Elite Warrior 1.
Bring it, bitch.
So he kind of scoffs at the rats, taps his thing, and he begins to levitate up in the air and kicks off up. So he's up on the ceiling and begins scampering across the ceiling like The Exorcist. He gets in sight of Fisker, and he holds out his finger, and he casts my drawing tool.
If it's just a cone, say it's a cone.
Cone.
Wait, no. Ah.
Wow. Shit's hitting the fan.
That is the exact area of effect. It's very exact.
He casts a sphere of darkness in magical darkness in that range.
Oh no.
And that's the end of his turn.
You dick.
Okay, so you hear motioning in the water, like splashing around, but you can't see anything. Both of you. Next up is... Oh. Cynic.
Magical darkness. And there was no way for us to fix that the last time, so it's probably easy to say we don't have to.
A spell would work.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Which spell?
Dispel.
Which spell?
Dispel.
Dispel?
Who first?
Alright, so I officially can't see this guy. I'm going to... The only thing I really can do is cast Detect Magic. And then hopefully...
I think you can swing at the location you know where he is, even though you don't see him.
Yes.
At a disadvantage, can't you? Or something like that.
Absolutely the rules, yes.
Yeah, disadvantage is fucked for me.
Yeah, that's right. You're more of a, like, attack, deal him damage when he hits you type thing, or kill undead in one hit, aren't you?
Yeah, like, the only thing that I could do is take 2 swings, because I have an extra attack now, but that would deal no more than probably 10 damage. So if
you could just walk out of combat if you want, because he can't take an attack of opportunity on you, because he's shocked.
That is true.
Actually, does that magical darkness blind the other drow too? It does, doesn't it? Or is it a hostile target? Yeah, okay, so he can't see you either. Huh. But the drow on the left can see all of us. I think. Oh, he can't see through his own darkness.
Nope.
I should have known this because of what happened before. we got in trouble already because of that.
Well, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to move 10 feet up here.
Okay, so you rush out of the darkness, and I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
This better be for a good reason. Get fucked.
Nice.
All right. So you almost tumble off into the water, but you're like, oh no.
Yeah, and I'm gonna Misty Step to a spot that I can see.
Okay. Where would you like to Misty Step? Is that an action or a move action?
That
I guess you already
is.
used your move action.
It is a bonus.
It's a bonus. Wicked. All right, where are you gonna Misty?
Right here. It's got to be to a place I can see, and this is the closest I can get from the corner of that shit.
Okay. I'll put you right there so you're not in the wall.
Okay, so there goes the level 2 spell.
All right. So you rush out of the darkness. You're like, oh, water! And you look over, and you can kind of see him around the corner of the sphere, and you just fade to mist and appear beside him, and he looks surprised over at you, like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite. On this fucking thing. And I'm going to go for an attack. $18.
18, big hit.
Okay, so then I deal my damage. That is not it. For 23. I just need to know if he's alive or not, then I can continue.
Oh yeah, he's still alive, but...
Okay, so he has to make a strength...
Did you roll that on him?
No. Just one sec. God damn it.
Where's the were at?
That's not...
You don't see him.
That's not right.
Okay, you took his token off because we... Okay. Right on.
I don't know how to cancel Searing Smite, so I'm just going to roll my damage to just ignore this. I don't know how to cancel that. It was the wrong spell.
Gotcha.
Alright, so it's going to be Thunderous Smite. Then it's going to be damage on him. Blam. Okay, and now he's got to make a DC saving throw to not get thrown 10 feet prone. Okay, so he succeeds. He doesn't get fucking thrown. There you go.
Okay, and you got the damage on him?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I rolled one less d6. So I must have fucked up somewhere, but whatever. Okay.
You had fire damage added to the first roll for some reason.
Really?
Oh, you did both. Plus a d6 of fire for the first
Okay,
round.
so that would
Anyway,
be fine.
18 damage. So, a concussive blast. As soon as you reappear with your weapon swinging as the mist reforms, and he's like, oh shit! And it just fucking nails him, and somehow he manages to keep his feet, though he's knocked back a few steps. And he's like, fucking Iblis.
Nice.
And...
I think that's it for me. That was my bonus, my move, and my... Oh, I can take a second attack as an attack action, actually.
Yeah, do it.
Smoke him again. Extra attack. This is just a basic weapon. Oh. Level 5 pally, extra attack.
Oh, you are? Oh, yeah, you're going the paladin path, not the cleric path. That's right.
And a miss. Okay, continue.
Swing and a miss. All right.
Is he doing this fucking truffle shuffle over there? Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right.
Bring it, bitches.
This one already used that. All right. So he pulls a hand crossbow from his belt and fires it at you. And I rolled it on the wrong guy. Fires it at you, Sean.
Fires what at me?
Hand crossbow.
Yeah, get fucked.
And it hits your armor harmlessly. You're lucky. I rolled a 19 on the other guy. All right. Shit. All right. And that is his turn. Coming up next is Fisker.
Okay. Fisker's gonna keep going to the left because he doesn't want to go forward where there's a whole bunch of danger. So he'll fuck around. No, for some reason it's not measuring, but whatever. He'll move 15 feet this way. At which point I'm moving him in real time for some reason.
I think I fixed
I'm
it.
assuming once he gets to that point, he will spot the.
So you'll be jumping into like water off of the bridge there if you do that.
Oh, that's right. I didn't pay attention to the terrain. Let's add 5 feet and assume he walked on the pathway.
10-4. Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw when you leave or as you're walking through the darkness.
All right. Keep in mind, I do have sticky shoes, so I wouldn't actually fall. I would just I could sprain my ankle. So
Why don't you roll
just
it
have to
with
make
advantage because of your sticky shoes? That's a good point.
All right, cool. It would be a really funny kind of falling where it would probably result in a broken ankle.
That's
but
a
no actual.
That's a
impact
nat
on the
20.
ground.
So yeah, you nail it, no problem. Yeah, both of you rolled critical saves, which isn't a real thing, but
Do I see douche nozzle on my right?
yeah, you see everybody because it's actually a sphere, so the edges will be cut off a little bit, so you can actually see everybody.
All right, I'm gonna pick up my douche nozzle and aim it at him. Nothing fancy.
You aim your douche nozzle.
Waiting this long-awaited fucking moment to actually fire the gun, and it's gonna go off like a fucking naval cannon in this closed sewer.
Grab his dick and twist it. Twist that dick.
All right, that's a big miss.
You still hear the aftershocks flying through the cave.
You failed at the
He
dick
missed.
twist.
And you hear the bullet bounce and ricochet off down the cavern, down the sewers.
All right, so unbeknownst to the rest of the group, Fisker was trying to apprehend this rat guy before the end of the battle and is now really disconcerted that he's disappeared, so he's going to take the rest of his turn frantically scouring the area with his eyes, trying to find this motherfucker and see where he's run off to.
Okey-doke. Audrey. And you think of your, I gotta just grab another beer. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Oh boy.
I'm assuming this pathway leads to the barracks. I really am. So when this is over, we're fucking gonna have to look through this place and find out where to go. Maybe Ratboy will tell us.
All right, everything's coming up, Audrey.
Audrey moves 25 feet to the left, and then Nat 20's that motherfucker with the range force attack.
All right, roll your damage.
It's not in melee. One space down and to the left. Yeah. What do we got here? We got big 4 damage.
Zap.
All right, 4 damage.
Tickled his balls.
Zap.
1 plus 3. Force damage this time. More like a whoosh.
How much damage did you do, Sean? To him?
I want to say 10.
Okay, yeah. All right. Very good. Everything is how it should be. End of Audrey's turn.
Yeah.
The swarm of rats comes running in and tries to bite at the. Oh, I can't reach the drow that is on the ceiling. So they start spilling up inside your feet, Sean, and into the water, and they make an attack on the other drow.
God, I'm fucking glad he's a cleric. That's a lot of disease.
Well, it's really not that. Well, yeah, that is true. I can spare the dying with my fucking cleric stuff. It's the paladin stuff that's cure disease.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're a paladin then.
So he starts kicking at the rats. He's like, fucking disgusting, but they do bite at him a little bit here. Swarm of rats too disappears into the darkness. Drow Elite Warrior number 1 is going to do a innate spell casting, and it's going to cast Fairy Fire at you, Sean.
You're all bitches!
Failure. All right. You grant advantage on all attacks against you. So he points his finger at you, and you start glowing with an eerie glow, and anybody who attacks you has advantage on their attacks for 1 minute.
Gotcha.
At which point he
They're still not
sidesteps into
gonna
the
hit.
darkness, and you can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
I do, and if I hit him, he stays where he is.
Man, that's a sweet ability.
And he's going to add +3 to his AC, so that's a miss anyway. And he steps off into the dark. All right, let me. There we go.
I would like that ability to actually work once. I've had the opportunity to use it like 3 or 4 times, and I never seem to be able to hit when I need to.
Finnick.
Finnick's gonna take a 5-foot step.
Hit.
Swinging, oh, lag. Swing at fuck. For 16.
Miss that fuck. Big old miss.
Yeah, it's gonna take it. That
miss
should.
of smiting.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been it. It should have been this one, but it's actually lower, so I still would have missed. Nope.
Another miss of smiting.
And my last action is going to be. Do I remember what kind of type of creature drows were?
Humanoid?
Okay, so they're not. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for. I'm gonna cast. Can I do that as a bonus action? I don't think I can. No, never mind. I'm done. I was like, is Bane or fucking Mark like a bonus action? Because that would have been amazing. Hunter's Mark the fucker, so I know where he is.
Yeah, that would have been pretty fancy.
These guys might actually give us some trouble there, Gote.
I hope not, but maybe. I think I have a sort of plan. I just really want to catch this rat, dude.
I haven't seen him since like the first part of combat.
I'm fighting without Plumbar too, so I'm at a pretty big disadvantage compared to normal.
So he slashes in from the ceiling, Sean, again, thrusting down towards you.
Sweet.
So you take a big gash across your face.
Perfect.
You manage to maintain your concentration, and you could feel poison seeping in.
I am immune to poison. Or I gain bonuses against it, one of the two. Let me have a look.
Whoops. Just hopped rooms like 4 times by mistake.
Oh, I have advantages on saving throws against poison. Never mind.
All right, and then he's going to make another attack at you, Sean.
Okay.
Both with advantage. It's another hit. You manage to maintain concentration again. And then at that point, he's going to bugger off back into the sphere of darkness. You take an opportunity attack if you like.
$17.
The miss.
This guy's better be wearing scale armor to get this fucking craziness.
They are not chumps. All right.
This darkness
Fisker.
is a fucking problem.
So they're all invisible in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they could be also, like, on the Z-axis, too, like, not on the ground.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I'm not going to blindly fire a line spell in there and hope it hits one of them. That's what I was going to do.
I'd say give him some space. Retreat a little
Yo,
bit.
I have to move away. Yeah, I either have to move away. I was going to put Audrey in between me and the darkness as a sentry, but I think I'm just going to have to move away. All right, Fisker's going to move.
I'm also going to need a heal if possible, too.
Have him go this way. Yeah, I'll see if I can. Yeah, I can get over to you and do that. Have him go this way on the ceiling, if possible, up the wall into the middle.
Yep. So it'll say 15 feet to get up to the ceiling, and then you got a 30-foot move.
I have only 25 feet move.
Okay, so you'll have to move one back then.
Okay, we'll go here.
Here.
Yeah. And then we'll send Audrey up to. I'll take a ready action to cast heal. I'll take a ready action to cast heroism on Finnick if he takes any more damage, and then Audrey will go up and enter melee with Finnick so she can deliver the spell.
Yes. I'm
So
just like landing on his back or something.
Yep, anything like, and just like one space behind him.
Gotcha.
To deliver a touch spell. And so ready action, as soon as he takes any damage, he gets heroism cast on him. I just want to save the spell slot if I can. Maximum effect. How much HP do you have, like, in terms of numbers? You have like 30, right?
I have 41 out of 58 right now.
Awesome. Excellent. Okay, perfect. Yeah, exactly.
He's 41 damage out of 58, yeah.
Oh, 41 damage out of 58. So you have like 18 HP. Yeah, no, we're going to cast it now. We're going to cast it now. Yeah,
okay.
All right.
What does heroism do?
Temporary HP. Is it? Oh, maybe I said the wrong spell. I think I actually want shield. Oh no, it is. It's heroism. Yeah, he's going to be immune to frightened effects, and he's going to gain temporary HP equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each turn. So he's going to gain 5 temporary HP per turn.
Excellent.
And it's going to last until I stop concentrating up to 1 minute.
Awesome.
So why does it say? Oh, that's why, because effect. All right. So cast Finnick heroism. There we go. Got it.
I wonder if this will automatically do it for me, or am I going to have to keep track?
question.
We'll see at the start of your turn.
It says it's under the effects thing in the combat tracker. I'll keep an eye on your HP. So it should be at the start of Fisker's turn, you should gain the HP. But it might be at the start of your turn because the effect's on you. It's hard to say.
Awesome.
Yep,
And
we'll
does
see.
it also give me
However the game
advantages
does it,
on
we'll do it.
attack too?
Huh?
Does it also give me grand advantage on attacks? Is that also part of it?
No.
So
You're
what-
just immune to being frightened.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering where I got attack advantage from.
So
No,
people-
they have
people get
advantage
attacked.
against you
Yeah.
Oh, grant attack
from Fairy
advantage.
Fire. Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to be Fisker and Audrey's whole turn.
So I still got some
So
more.
the rats here, you see them move off into the darkness. They move, spill over the side, swimming in the water.
Ooh.
I really fucked up making Phoenix stats. I put a 19 in wisdom when I thought I was going to go full cleric, but I went full paladin, so my charisma's 16 instead of 19. I just noticed that a few minutes ago. I was like, oh shit, that's why I pumped my wisdom so high, because I thought I was going cleric.
Wisdom is like, that's where all the good skill checks come from, so it's handy to have that at least. Alright, looks like
Okay.
he didn't gain the temporary HP, so let's see if he gains it at the start of mine, and if not, you can just give it to him.
If not, I'll put it in yet. Go ahead, Finnick.
Oh, we're going to heal myself. Bam.
Okay, anything else?
I'm going to...
Oh, actually, dude, reading the spell again, it's definitely supposed to be Finnick's turn. It says the start of its turn. So yeah, you might want to give him 5 temporary HP there.
Yep. A 5.
Sweet. It's blue.
Move over to here.
I am helping. Just so you know what I'm about to do, Finnick, I'm going to stay perfectly still. So I get bonuses to my next shot.
Nice.
Okay. So, the globe of darkness vanishes.
Nice. Cancel that. Oh, there he is. Let's get him. Little fucker. Probably going to slaughter him.
Okay. And they both, one of them takes an action to shoot a hand crossbow, and the other one takes his ready to action to shoot a hand crossbow. Both at Finnick.
Fuck, he hits. Look at that. What a dick. If that's for the heroism spell, it shouldn't make any difference because
No, that's for whatever Finnick was concentrating on.
okay.
That was
right
my
on.
+2 AC. Shit's getting bad.
Oh fuck. I still got 2 heals left.
I have
All
What
right,
if heroism
Finnick.
stacks? Do you think heroism stacks?
No, it doesn't. Most things don't stack in D&D.
Okay.
Even in the GUI, when Scrog hit his rage like 10 times, it doesn't stack. It doesn't give him like, yeah. So an arrow kind of gets through your armor shot and kind of catches you right in the cheek. It does a little bit of damage. You're like, my fucking face. But you can feel it's coated in something, but you shake off the effects of it.
Nice.
Awesome. Just to let you know, if it was poison, I would get advantages on that throw.
And then there is... You get advantage?
Yep.
Against poison?
Because I'm a dwarf.
Okay. Did it roll for you advantage?
Definitely didn't.
I don't know. Okay, well, you can use it now because the other one's also making the same attack on you.
You want me to roll it, or are you going to roll it?
No, I'll roll it, and then you can roll another one after.
Huh? Okay.
Okay, well, let's see if he hits. It's another hit.
Stop rolling high.
It's that fairy fire. That's what it is. Alright, you succeeded anyway, Sean, so you don't need to roll it.
Okay.
So another arrow finds its purchase on your collarbone, just underneath your armor. And again, you can feel this, and you can feel what it's trying. They're trying to knock you out. Is what the effect of the poison is doing.
Gotcha.
It's like a sleeping poison.
Lovely.
Not good.
Lovely, lovely.
All right. Fisker.
Okay. Fisker has had enough of this shit. Does Fisker see a stone or something on the ground between Finnick and the drow?
We could say there's like a brick that maybe fell out of the wall.
Yeah, like a piece of... Okay. Alright. Fisker's gonna he's starting to breathe heavily. You can see him getting pissed and something awakening deep inside of him. He puts his musket under his shoulder and murmurs an incantation. And then you see this fucking brick rise up off the ground in front of Finnick and just barrel through all three of these fucking dicks right here. Just like boom, 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 like fucking bowling pins. And then it stops when it hits the wall. And let me just see what the save is. They all make dexterity saving throws.
So roll it right
I'll
on
just
them.
cast it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. 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 So I hit one drow and the were-rat.
Okay.
On a failed save. Okay. Yeah, so if they succeed, it just misses them. So I'll just roll the damage on the were-rat. Get fucked. And I'll roll the damage on the first drow warrior. Yeah. Get fucked. Get rocked, literally. I didn't really want to hit the rat, but he's starting to lose his shit. It's for the greater good. We can resuscitate him if we have to.
So it bounces off the guts of the first guy. The second guy notices and pulls himself up to the ceiling, and then it just clips off the top of the were-rat's head. Ah, jeez!
Stay frosty, amigo. Get out of the line of fire. Duck into that hallway there. Fisker will yell to him, and then he will end his turn without using any movement.
Okay, Audrey.
Audrey's gonna whip up fucking this way, like so.
Okay.
Actually, one more square to the down right because its movement is 30 feet fly. Yeah. and then it can. Let's say if it's possible, can I say it's up in the air so it can ranged force over the were-rat's head?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
So
attack
we'll-
their ally squares anyway.
Can I go high up enough that I can range attack the drow on the left, or do I have to attack the drow on the right?
You would have to attack the drow on the right.
Oh, here, let's just say I do it on the fly. Can I do that? We'll just say like he attacks
Yep.
between his two movements, so I'll attack the one on the left. He's probably gonna miss anyway. Yeah, it's 5 plus 5, I think. Doesn't matter. No harm, no foul.
All right. That's the end.
Yeah.
So these swarms of rats are they're gathering underneath the drow's feet, hoping that they'll come down to the ground.
Well,
Hey, you should
the
try
other
and
rat-
dispel magic, man. Dispel magic so they'll fall.
who are you talking to? The guy that doesn't
You.
have it?
Don't you have dispel magic?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. Never have.
Bug.
The only person that had that was Edmund, I'm pretty sure.
That would be an awesome magical item for you to have. Would be an item with that spell stored in it. Unless Edmund has it.
Don't worry, I have an idea on what to do.
All right, so he jumps over, he kicks off the wall and flies over to this other wall. And then he loads his crossbow and takes takes a shot at Fisker this time, we'll say.
Do not break my concentration, you piece of shit, or I will fucking end you. Shit!
At least I healed you up to full, so...
Alright, do I need to make a fucking... Oh, it did it for me. God damn it.
Expired.
Oh, so much for your fucking temporary HP. You still get to keep it, it's just... Or no, you don't. Do you? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Does it go away?
Till he gets hit. Which it might already be gone. Yeah, it sucked it up when...
Oh, okay,
hit
got
him.
it. It's irrelevant then.
And then you are gonna make me a Constitution save. What? Okay, one sec. Constitution save. Womp womp. You're standing on the ceiling currently.
Yep.
You fall unconscious and fall to 20
Why
feet.
do my shoes stop working just because I'm not conscious?
Because you're attuned to them. That's how they work.
Oh, the more you know.
You have to make the conscious effort to keep the like nobody can just put on the shoes and do it. Like it's not like you have to be using the magical item, right? So you are not using the magical item anymore. You fall unconscious and fall 20 feet into the water on top of your head. There's no dexterity throw, so I'll just do the 1d10 damage. I just do that. Mm-hmm. 2 damage, and you're currently drowning under the water and unconscious.
Thought it was an inch deep.
Yeah.
Not here.
We've come some.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
sorry.
let's extend that question. How deep is it,
I think I
Caleb?
remember you mentioning.
How
that.
deep is it?
You mentioned the water deepening.
About 1.5 feet deep.
Okay, I was just expecting to jump in there and grab them and then have you sink me to the bottom. I'm glad we got how fucking deep this is now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right, that is his turn. Next up is the were-rat is going to try and attack this guy again and probably fail like he has been every time.
If you kill another one of my characters, I'm literally just gonna make a Pokemon. I'm gonna voice act it as a Pokemon and only use its name to communicate. So much for the satyr being difficult. Oh, I can't wait to see how this ends. This is great. Well, at least maybe under the water I have partial cover. Who fucking knows? Alright, so in your turn, you're going to have to pick me up and slap me across the face as hard as you can.
I don't think...
Alright, so the rat jumps up and slashes with his claws. and he misses, but he manages to bite the drow in the foot, doing a little bit of damage to him.
Yeah, fuck you.
And this is looking good, guys.
Yeah, I wonder. All right,
Fennec.
so does he? Just a metagame question. Does he have the option to try to save to wake up every turn?
No.
Interesting.
Get a stronger to this battle going on.
Sorry, what was that, Honky?
Is Skrull close enough to be able to hear the ensuing battle?
We're in an underground
Oh, wait
ship
a
pipe.
minute. Wait a minute. Oh, you did roll a 1 in your Constitution save, so you did fail by more than 5. All right. Good. I didn't fuck that up.
So I think Scrog's asking a question there.
No. Whenever you hit the water, Fisker, you woke up when you took that 2 damage. So you're underwater, not unconscious anymore.
You wake up when you take damage? Alright, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna stop drowning. Is that a free action?
Yeah. No, you're alright. You're not gonna, right. You were drowning because you were unconscious.
I'm gonna take a free action to breathe in oxygen.
Yeah. Sorry. Thought I should read through that a little more. Perfect. Okay.
Probably wise since of the way Buford died.
Nick, you're up.
Buford's basically like, yeah, somebody in Sri Lanka farts and you die and you're in the Arctic Circle.
So they still have the. How much longer is this fairy fire thing activated for? What's the story here? Forever?
It was 1 minute, wasn't it?
1 minute. Yeah. You're on round 4. And they did it like round 2, so another 8 rounds.
Better come up with some clever shit, dude.
I got nothing, man.
Unless you can do enough damage to him and break the concentration.
Oh, so he's okay, which is the fucker? Which guy? Was it Drow Elite 1? Drow Elite 2?
It was. I believe it is Drow or Elite Warrior 1.
Gonna use my last spell.
Okay.
Gonna be Misty Step.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 2 swings at this fucker.
Alright, so you disappear into mist and reappear right beside him. Make your attacks.
Nope.
No bueno, unfortunately. So he's anticipating and seeing you have done it before. So as you reappear, he sees the mist gather and he grabs onto the roof and just pulls himself out of your range. Anything else, Sean?
Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut
All
up.
right.
Move on.
Strong's back and has questions.
What?
Okay, so are these rats fighting on Sean and Fisker's side?
They are, yes.
Okay. Is there a chance that they could have sent a sentinel rat up to wake Skrog up to try to help the fight?
No.
Fuck me. I tried, boys.
Yeah, that would help because there's a really good chance that they're gonna die.
Well, I know what I'm calling my new barbershop quartet. Fucking Sergeant Cote and the Sentinel Rats.
I know what I'm going to name my next character. It's called Uninstall and Delete.
You guys are rolling like shit, by the way.
What do you expect when you're going up
shit.
against fucking 20 AC? Now I know what it feels like.
Only one of them has 20 AC.
Well, they have 19 then, because we've been hitting 18s and they've been missing.
We're gonna kill them. This is a thing that's gonna happen.
All right, which one am I? Wait, where? All right, so he's gonna turn to you, Sean. He's gonna start. He's gonna take 2 sword attacks at you, and this will be the end of Fennec. A miss.
Surprising.
Followed by another one.
No, this is going to be a crit.
God damn it. How you rolling 27?
It was a crit, wasn't it, Galen?
Nope.
It was fucking close for a 27. Alright, I'm 49 wounds for 58 max.
So, you're poison. What is it poison resistance? What is it?
I'll read you exactly what it says.
Well, where isn't your character sheet? What is
it's under abilities and it's under Dwarven Resilience. I have a resistance against poison damage and saving throws against poison.
What was your health just before he attacked?
Would be plus 16 of what it is now. 33 would be what my HP was at before the damage. I'm scared.
Or
what's happening?
Waiting for me to do math.
I'm assuming I would just take half damage from poison, right?
This is exciting. You might get to make your new character.
Me?
Not if I have my way, because I am going to shoot that guy, and he is going to explode so fucking rapidly that you are not even going to be able to find the smallest, the biggest piece of him. Unless, of course, I roll a 1, which I will.
No, we got our critical misses out of the way already.
Yeah, I got a real fucking good one. Fell from the ceiling and hurt myself. Ooh.
So, Honky, what you've missed so far is they casted Fairy Fire on me, which gave them advantages on attack roll. They broke my concentration. They put 6 arrows in my chest, 2 in my face, and I'm almost dead. Pretty fucky.
Alright. Add 13 to your HP total, Sean.
What are you doing?
It wasn't calculating his poison resistance. So I just went back and added all the halves from all the. So he only takes half damage from every time he's gotten hit with poison. So I just went back and added all the half damages together that he had. So you should be 13 points higher than what you are.
Good shit.
Okay.
Alright. Whose turn is it? It's his turn. He made his 2 attacks. And then he's standing there ready to go toe-to-toe with you, Sean.
I'm gonna fuck his skull into the point where his skull is
Fisker.
fucked. Don't interrupt me when I'm threatening him.
Fisker is steam shooting out of his ears, not having used any movement on his last turn. He's gonna get +2 to all firearm attacks. He's gonna use all 5 of his crack shot dice. He's gonna scream a blood-curdling scream of his final glorious moment in battle before he falls to these fucking cunts. And he's just basically like all of the lead. All of it.
You packing a little extra powder in that one?
All of the powder. All of the powder.
Thank God.
That's a hit.
Bye.
Did you roll on Finnick?
Oh, I don't think I rolled on anybody. I'm gonna do it again.
It just said 15 damage to Finnick.
Yeah.
One damage. Oh, shit. All right, undo that. Undo that.
I'll go
undo
back
that.
to my HP, thanks.
Hang on.
I'm glad you're playing for Ben's team there.
Let's do this again. Again. All right. Fuck you.
That's still on. Oh, Finnick. Oh, it broke its cons. Oh, it's dead. Yay. There you go.
Yeah. He exploded as promised.
All right, so you pin him out and you fire, and it explodes his head and his body. The effects of his levitation failing, just falls to the ground. Thump.
Well, we're talking like Mortal Kombat 10 fatality moment.
Yeah. And his limbs kind of fall limp at his sides.
Finnick is going to give a nod to the Marksman of the Year award nominee and fucking give him a thanks, man, for saving me.
He's panting and looks like he needs a smoke.
Audrey?
Oh, boy. Let's have Audrey fly over to, well, actually, yeah, let's have Audrey fly over to Finnick. Where's Finnick gonna go? I can't metagame that.
Oh, you have a pretty good idea where he's going.
You could just land on him. We've been saying that's a thing.
Yeah. Well said. Audrey is gonna go land on Finnick's helmet. And,
maybe a heal?
Much else. Well, actually, I have room to launch a force attack before I do that, so I'll just throw a quick part. Yeah, roll 3. Fuck it. All right, he goes and lands on Finnick's helmet.
Okay.
Disgusting.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty good. Go. Swarm of Rats can't go. Drow Elite Warrior. So he looks over at a snarl. And he takes out his sword and he makes a multi-attack rat guy. Yeah, whatever. Does the same thing. So he slashes down, and the rat guy just falls to the ground in a heap. And he snarls and he kicks off the wall and gets to the thing and he says, "We're coming for you. You can't be on the run forever." And he begins pulling himself across the ceiling down the chamber you guys had come from.
All right. Well, that sucks.
So the were-rat is on the ground bleeding out. And it is... Oh, does he make death throw? Yeah, whatever. He's on the ground bleeding out and he failed his death throw.
I'm going to walk.
And the rats are starting to gather around him. Finnick. Sorry, I skipped your turn.
I'm going to walk up to him and I'm going to say a little fucking prayer to him and fucking cast a spell on him. And it's going to be spare the dying. Oh. Okay. So nice. He is stable.
Okay, he's stable. And then what?
That's as far as I thought.
All right. Coming up next, I accidentally went out of turn here because I moved the wrong guy. So he does that on his turn. Fisker.
Alright, so we're still in combat. Sorry, is this dude running away back down the hallway?
Yeah.
So are we still in combat then if he's trying to escape?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to try and catch him unless
We could chase him, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Presumably he's running away because he thinks we're gonna fucking kill him. Fisker's kind of feeling emboldened.
I think he thinks that he succeeded on his mission to kill this guy and he's running now. So if we stabilize him, we have what we were looking for.
Alright.
I don't know if that changes anything. But if you want to fucking chase him down, go by all means.
Fisker's gonna move here to the door opening.
Okay.
He can't attack because that's a double move. But he's gonna go almost like you're peeking out from behind cover in FPS.
Yep.
You
can see him. Go ahead.
If Fisker goes down this hall, is there anything in there for him to take cover behind in the hall, or is he behind the door? Okay, so he's just stay there.
The curve, like it was curving kind of away from the map, right? So he will be out of sight at the speed he's going before your next round.
Okay.
He's pulling himself along the ceiling like an astronaut.
Yeah, I can't catch him. There's nothing I can do. All right, well, fuck. So this guy's stable. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to try and catch him. So as long as nobody else is gonna, I guess we're out of combat. Good.
All right, John, you've cast Spare the Dying, and the Drow has booked it away.
Yep.
I'm thinking we leave this guy at death's door, and we say that we'll heal him when he leads us to our buddies.
All right. Well, we'll have to heal him to get the information out of him because he's unconscious right now.
Oh, maybe you can use, because you're lay on hands. You can choose how many HP you heal, right? Maybe you can heal him to 1 HP. So
I used my entire batch of it on you to heal you.
Oh, I can just heal him then. All right, so he's unconscious, but he's stable. All right, well, I will launch a fucking Cure Wounds at this bitch.
Okay.
There we go. Heal him 9 HP.
Okay, so you heal him, and as he comes to, he reverts back to his gnomish form. And oh, my freaking head! Are they still here?
They ran off. One is dead.
Holy fuck, boys! What was that all about? And he stands up and he's like brushing off his like vest and fixing his top hat.
You should have just given us what we asked for.
Apparently so. Jeez, telling me wrong.
Awesome.
So, hey, I know this spot close by. Do you guys want to go? We could take refuge there, and maybe I can fix some of these holes I ended up with.
Finnick will be like, "Yes, sir, boy."
Hey, you ain't half bad.
I don't trust you. What's stopping you from just running off?
Hey, you help me, I'm gonna help you.
Can I tell if he's being truthful?
Insight. Yeah.
Yeah, roll that insight.
Tell me.
Somebody do it for me. I'm rolling a dude.
I got a nat 20. Don't worry about it.
Oh, sorry. You just did 20. All right.
Yeah. He seems legitimate.
Perfect. I'll let him lead the way. I'm gonna check on Drowy McDrow to see if we can find any fucking candy.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's loot this fucking guy's body. It'd be funny if it was Davos. It's like, what?
Yeah. All right. Roll an investigation check.
Oh, fuck. I'm horrible at these.
If you want to just add 5 to your roll, we can pretend I did it. Like add 5 to your 20. Because that's my modifier. Just rolling a doobie.
I'll roll mine and then you roll yours. Let's do it that way.
All right. I'll be back in like 20 seconds.
16.
All right, on him you find a hand crossbow with a vial of poison kind of attached to the side, 20 bolts. You want me to put this in your inventory?
Yeah, I was just gonna manually put it in, but if you could, that'd be great.
All right, let's see if I can find anything else.
Did that
I
go? Did that
find
work?
nothing. Another fucking one.
It's all alphabetical, right? Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah. All right. Hand crossbow.
Thank you.
Bolt. You find a short sword.
Sweet. At least we got some stuff to sell at Davos' shop if we ever see him again.
Did. Man, that was a difficult fight.
200 gold pieces. Please add that in yourself.
All right, I'll take 100, Kote, if you want to take 100.
Sure.
And
You know what? You just take the whole thing, dude. Take the whole thing, please.
Vial of drow poison.
Drink it.
That is what you find on this drow. Oh, and a house emblem.
All right. Do I recognize
But
it to be anything involved with fucking...
Drow house emblem.
Do I recognize this to be somewhat in relation to fucking Davos in any way?
He hasn't mentioned his family much.
It's a drow.
You might have to ask him about it.
Do I sense that the insignia... Do I sense...
Oh, sorry.
Do I sense that the insignia is from any kind of thieves guild?
Roll a history check.
10.
Double team, double team, double team, double team.
No.
All right, let's fucking follow Bucky O'Hare wherever he wants to go.
Bucky O'Hare. Yes. 10 out of 10 reference.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah,
done.
That's a good one.
Great show. Captain Bucky O'Hare. All right.
Oh, wow, you remember the song.
Oh, it was a great show. Great video game.
It was a great video game. My God. Oh, I think me and you are the only people in history who have ever played that video game.
Fucking 10 out of 10 platformer. Anyway.
Yeah, 100% it was. You're in the spaceship, you go and pick your different levels. I remember it. Yeah.
Battletoads level of difficulty. Battletoads plus.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway. Oof. That was a trip down fucking memory lane.
Man, what's it ever? Right.
Oh man, I'm so happy we killed these pricks.
That kind of went very differently. With that drow poison, if I hadn't went and read it, and he had gotten, like, say, Sean would have just fallen on the ground unconscious, and you would have had to try and wake him up. But he got you on the ceiling, and you fell and took damage, and it was very little amount of damage, and you woke back up, and that kind of, yeah.
That didn't hurt.
That drow poison it's fucking, yeah, it's kick ass.
Well,
kick ass.
Have to get some for Davos.
Fuck that. It's mine. the end of it, if Finnick doesn't see any point of going on, he'll just drink the whole thing on his own. Don't worry about it. All right, so I guess we're following this guy back to his safe spot.
Yeah, okay. So is he trying to take us back the way the drow went or forward? Forward. We should not go forward. We could run into any number more of these pricks. Like, we cannot do that. In reality, we would be terrified to continue. Because we think, how the fuck are we going to know? You know what I mean? Like, we got to at least rest or like use some hit dice or something. Like, I'm using his short rest and use hit dice, maybe.
Well,
anything.
He seems to say he knows of a safe spot up ahead, and he seems to be telling the truth.
Look the fucking shit he got himself into on the way to his safe spot. Fisker's arguing vehemently that we do not continue. It's okay. If you want to have this argument in fucking the game, it's
You silly fool! You've walked right into their trap. Who's to say there's not another trap 104 feet down the tunnel? You have no self-awareness. You're lucky we had a healing spell left after they almost slaughtered us. We need to stay here and be prudent.
Finnick's gonna walk over to the edge of the bridge and look up at fucking Fisker, up, and he's just gonna go, but my dick, it's so big.
Well then, by all means, fucking walk in front.
I was hoping for a persuasion.
bluff check. All right. Well, I mean, that you noticed your comment fails to persuade Fisker.
And Finnick will also add that there's a possibility that these underground sewers might be able to take us to the fucking lockups underneath this. These pathways probably lead all across the city, and perhaps there's a way for us to be able to come up through where the two were taken hostage originally.
Great, now I know where our bodies will wash up.
Hey boys, I hate to interrupt, but it's not far. And it's pretty safe where we're going.
Let's go.
Walk in front. Walk in front.
DC Fisker takes point in the back. He's walking backwards behind the party with his gun out, looking behind us. And looking up, too.
Good. Okay, make perception check, Fisker.
Bingo.
At 20.
Yeah, you keep a very good lookout. You do hear noises, but nothing kind of coming towards you outside of the norm of a sewer.
Oh, I'm also going to take the emblem off of the drow. I forgot to say that earlier.
Yeah, okay. Add it to your inventory.
Okay.
House emblem, drow house emblem, call it.
I'm going to kick the body in the face before we leave the room. Good.
He doesn't have a face. He removed it.
As promised. I'm going to kick a chunk of flesh that looks like it might have been his face 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Alright, let's fucking get on. Let's get on with our fucking suicidal death mission.
Okay. So you're kind of walking along, and Sean, you walk a little bit past it, and Fisker, because you're high roll, you notice it, and just the stone is different in one spot, just to your right, and the rat guy stops, and he's like, "Here we are," and he pulls on the on a torch, and the stone wall kind of moves by itself, and he leads you into this place.
I don't see it. It's a big question mark.
Is it? Okay, just one sec.
I got it now. It was a
there we
question
go.
mark at first,
There
and
we
then
go.
it came up. This is nice. Did you do this? This looks like you did it.
Does it look like I did it?
Yeah, looks like it was.
Because I didn't.
Well.
But I would love to take.
This was made in
dungeon builder, I think.
I recognize the texture pack.
Alright, let's fucking haul ass in.
Geez, you got a fucking multi-room bungalow down here in the middle of the rocks. If you saying you live down here and you don't even know that there's deadly threats right at your doorstep?
Hey, they've been bothering us for the past week or so.
Who are they?
But this is the first time it turned violent. Word is that they came in on some kind of boat that sails underneath the waves. I think they're looking for your friend.
They're from Durham.
So he walks up to the table and he cuts off a large piece of a cheese wheel, hands it out to both of you.
Oh, I'm gonna gargle that shit. I'm gonna let that melt in my mouth till it turns a soggy goo and swallow it all at once.
Yeah, let's eat ravenously.
It's a little stale, but good enough.
It's kind of a barnyard bouquet there. Very complex, very challenging. I really enjoy the efflorescence on the nose.
I'll approach him. Oh.
We're a connoisseur of fine Jesus. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to bandage the holes I have in my body.
Do you have a place possibly where we could clean ourselves?
Yeah, just in there. Oh, and if anybody else comes in, don't attack them immediately.
Very good.
We'll give it a 5-second delay. Let's go fucking scrub it up.
Yeah, Finnick is gonna spend probably 20 minutes taking off his armor and scrubbing every little piece completely clean before he fucking has a short rest.
Yeah. Good shit, same.
That could be part of the short rest if you want.
Let's do it.
And if we have time for a long rest, I'll fucking take that, but we'll do a short rest for now.
I think short's probably better.
I think so too.
I'm okay with them taking another long rest.
At this point, Scrug still hasn't even gotten a long rest.
No, I didn't figure.
Alright, so if we're short resting, that means we can use our hit dice, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You want me to do it for you? Do I have to do it?
I want to roll it.
Sure.
No, we fixed it. I'm all stoked about that.
Rest. Short rest. Fisker. Rest. Short rest. I don't know if it rolled it for you or not, but...
No, I think we have to do it ourselves.
I rolled one and I'm back to full HP.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright.
Bam. Full HP.
So you come out, and he's bandaging his wounds, and there's rats around, and he's talking to them.
Gonna come back out. All nice, pristine, and shiny. Like, you have to avert your eyes because the candle-lit area is just reflecting dangerously on Finnick's armor. It's going to take a step up. Now, as previously discussed, you mentioned you might know where our friends are.
Yeah. They ran off to the south. I'm not sure where. I can put out some of my boys to go look for them, if you'd like.
That would be a great
I know they're in
tale.
a heap of trouble, though, I'll tell you that. And that captain of the guard, he's new. The snake. He's evil.
Interesting. Would you be able to relay them a message? How long? I'm having a feeling like we missed the boat. That we're
No, God, no.
No, because you said
it's
it was
been like an hour.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna go at like noon. It's been like 2 hours since you guys.
Okay,
so
I'll request
the
that
potion shop's open.
I'll request that he send the message to Davos and fucking Scrog to get to the specific location where the boat is before the time is up.
So I'm going to ask, what time is sunrise?
Be 6:37.
Okay.
It's like if he can talk to my buddies again, I can do that, or maybe we can send him a note.
All right, so Finnick's gonna reach into his backpack. He's gonna take out Finnick's journal. He's gonna tear a piece off and write the message, and then he's gonna reach in between the chain link parts.
Tell me exactly what the message says. What exactly are you writing?
Well, exactly what you told me about the location of where it's at.
Okay, so get to the boat.
Meet us at
this
location before this time, or at this time. Try to lose anybody that's following you, and then Finnick's gonna reach in. He's gonna take his bracer off, and he's gonna reach through the cracks of his armor, and then slowly work his hand towards his butthole, poke his finger in, and then wipe it on it.
Okay.
Hey, he sent me a shitty note. I want to send him a shitty note back.
You all got weird customs where you're from, ain't you?
Finnick smiles as he goes, ooh. Right on. So there you go.
Hey, look. Odds are them drows are looking for you from the sound of things.
Yes, one of our teammates seems to be a family member of sorts, apparently, from what I understand. Each one in the group of us tends to draw its own amount of heat.
All right, then. You can use this safe house for your needs until you feel like you need to go.
Awesome.
And hey, I owe you one.
Finnick's gonna give him the nod of the approval, and he's gonna go have a sleep on the cot, or sit down on the cot.
And here, if you run into anybody else, show them this symbol. And he grabs a knife and he scratches into the wood a very specific kind of symbol, looking like a harp. And then immediately he scrapes it off so you can't see it anymore.
So it's a harp. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Right on.
But hey, you didn't hear it from me. You hear that?
Yes, of course. By all means, sir.
It just got real.
All right, I'm just going to poke my head around, and I don't know if we want to keep going or pause there. What's everybody's time like?
I will have to stop, like, hard stop in like half an hour or so. It's best we don't start anything extreme.
I'll probably should go to sleep, considering I'm just falling asleep in trucks and shit. Very unlike me.
But yeah.
So yeah, I got woken up by a deputy. Fell asleep in my truck and got woken up by a fucking sheriff's deputy.
Sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, he's like my neighbor. He lives in this camp, but it was like he's like, man, just check to see you're all right. And I'm like, yeah, thanks for waking me up. I fell asleep in a fucking hot truck in the middle of the day running.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get mad XP for slaughtering those fuckers.
XP for the night to be divided among all 4 characters.
Oh, well, whatever. We're all gonna still fucking get good XP from that, I think. They seem pretty hard to kill. Yeah. I guess not considering that it was a 2-on-2, but...
It will be 3,000 divided by 4.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, I say we just cut her there. That seems like
you still listen to that, Scrog?
or Conky. He's kind of the keeper of the experience and the money.
Heard that is 3,000 divided by 4. I don't have it added into my stuff. If Cote or one of them want to add 3,000 points to theirs.
Yeah, just catch it next time.
Yeah.
3,000 divided by 4.
Right on.
Keep running, Dally.
All right, I think I'm gonna pause the live stream and do the outro there. We can still chat and do some stuff. And welcome to the Caspian Sea. No one really knows what incites creativity. No one really knows what builds great lore. But in the Caspian Sea, our adventurers find out that saving the maiden or catching the criminal may change their whole perspective on what it means to be a hero. Or a villain. Our adventure starts on a mercenary ship out at sea at the dead of night. Blasted by swells, our heroes make their way to shore to recover a relic worth its weight in gold. Soon after recovering it, they realize that the world's in greater danger than they thought. What once was a bustling slaving town controlled by man was liberated by the adventuring party. After freeing the elven slaves, Kaer Morhen has taken on new leadership. Scrog. A retired warmonger found an insatiable lust for gold and power, but he uses his riches to gather favor in hopes of maintaining an iron grip on Kaer Morhen and its surrounding sea colonies. H. Buford Davenport III. On the run from his kin, this dragonborn abandons his hierarchy after he realizes that they are trying to end the world by enslaving its mind. Finnick. A dwarf of the Moradin faith, studies a rare disease that causes the infected to crave fresh blood. Finnick swears an oath of vengeance against the one that killed his mother and turned his father, but soon realizes that the disease itself can be used for other means. Edmund. Though small in size, this wizard has not only mastered the art of wizardry, but has learned the art of song and verse. Not much is known about his past, but he's willing to tell the tale over an ale to those who will listen. Fisker. A gnome adept at combining martial firearms with runic magic, he always keeps a few clockwork surprises up his sleeve for special circumstances. Fisker is trying to get home to his people when he is thrusted into a world of chaos with little hope of survival. Davos. Born of night, this drow finally realizes that evil can be used for useful and dramatic ends. But unbeknownst to him, his family has appeared in Kaer Morhen looking for him. Will his secret remain, or will he have to ask the other party members for help? Zen. Curiosity often gets the better of him. Why wait and ask questions when you can venture forward and find out for yourself? Willing to risk anything for new and exciting songs and stories, Zen more often than not finds himself in a predicament that should have been easily avoided. But beware, the sea is a harsh mistress and has wants and needs of its own. Survival is not guaranteed in the Caspian Sea, and new faces and new characters begin to emerge. Can our heroes set aside their differences for the greater good? Can our heroes set aside their desire for monetary gain? Can our heroes bring together countless races to fight at World's End? We intend to find out. Welcome to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, The Caspian Sea.